Okay, folks, welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
How do I stop it?
Viewer discretion is advised.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
The Kevin Holly Show.
The Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly.
Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
I'm strictly pickly.
Come on,
If
Sabrina.
you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to The Kevin Holly Show. And Kevin Holly and everyone else.
You're listening to The Kevin Holly Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. There's no freaking value above you, monkey.
You are listening to my best friend on The Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
The thrill of victory. And the agony of defeat.
Oh! We need some milk.
It's worse than throwing cats in the river. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi.
Come on,
If
Sabrina.
you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
You're listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and you're listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
You got the two brothers coming at me.
And it's not going to you, Kevin. Do you know why? Because you're a cunt.
Come on,
If you're
Sabrina.
sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
Trying to call The Kevin Holly Show. Hello, nobody's answering. Muy bien, como va? Well, I tried to call you, Kevin, and, you didn't pick up the phone, so I guess nobody's listening. Nobody cares. That's right. Nobody cares. Anyways, call me back, Kevin. Hello.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Come on,
If you're
Sabrina.
sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
I've got a pirate radio station.
Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Hello, motherfucker.
Welcome to the show, everybody. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. I'm your host, Kevin Holly. And tonight is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. Unfortunately, the champion of the condom snort challenge, Philbert, is not here tonight. I don't know what happened to him. But sitting in for Philbert, I shouldn't even say that, our special guest tonight, live in studio, Todd Murphy from American Songbox. How are you, Todd?
Hello, nice to be here, Kevin.
Nice to have you, dude. I'm so
so much.
excited, man. I'm all jittery, dude. Really, I am, man.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good
It
night.
always is a good time, man. It always is. It might start slow because I'm slow, you know?
Hey, aren't we all?
No, I don't think you are. You're sharp as a tack, man. If you could pull your mic a little closer to you. Yeah, we don't have like those high-powered mics that you see at the WNF studios.
Oh, gee, I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, dude. Welcome to the show, everybody. If you're listening to us on the IRN Internet Radio Network, irnbroadcast.com, stick around at the end of the show for the John LeBang Show. And also welcome Lionel Nation listeners. I know our show's a lot different, but if you're sticking around on the IRN, I hope you enjoy it. Also, for those of you across the pond on WBRFM in the UK, welcome, everybody. Hell yeah. You guys will have a taste of American music tonight.
I like that, UK.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Also, if you're listening on Spreaker.com, we do have a chat room available. And just go on Spreaker and join us in the chat room. You can also do that on kevinhollyshow.com. Also, tweet us at kevinhollyshow4. That's the number 4. And if you want to call tonight and pick the brain of one Todd Murphy,
call me.
Call him.
Call me, everybody.
Call him everybody. I'm going to call you everybody from now on.
That's what I answer to.
It's 727-237-6010. That's the hotline tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to play the pyramid game later on. And we're going to pick the brain of Todd Murphy because I'll tell you something, man. I've been listening to American Songbox. I almost said American. Do you ever get that, dude?
I have, actually.
Do you get, like, weird rednecks that just show up because of the word American in it?
I don't know. It's weird rednecks, just an accent. But, yeah, American Songbox. I say, yeah, that's us. We're happy to be here.
I love that. Oh, my God, dude. It's like you think about, like, when you're driving down I-75 and you get towards the I-4 interchange and you see that big rebel flag. It's like 1,000 feet long and 1,000 feet tall, you know?
You can't miss it.
Yeah, so you're like, American Songbox. We're going to be in Tampa. We're going to be in Orlando, you know? American Songbox. Let's do it.
Here they come.
Dude, I cannot say how happy I am to have you in the studio. Now, for those of you listening to the show for a long time, you may know that in a previous episode back in, it was almost 2 years ago.
Year and a half, 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, we had Todd on the phone, and it was a great interview. And
thank you.
Dude, I almost want to like I'm not a pothead, okay, at all. I'm not at all.
Well, there's always time. Keep your chin up.
You think about it though, like, okay, our sponsor is marijuanagolf.com. I should throw that out there real quick.
Hey.
Yeah, marijuanagolf.com decided to sponsor our show. Very cool establishment, if you will. And for those of you that are stoners and golfers, that is the website for you, marijuanagolf.com. Type in The Kevin Holly Show, get $10 off of a beautiful, breathable golf polo. That being said, I'm not much of a golfer either, okay? But I thought, like, tonight, like, I was looking back and reflecting on your original interview on our show.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, this guy, like, he went pretty deep. And it took you, like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so?
Okay.
Like 10, 12 minutes into the interview, if I'm not mistaken. And I did not brush up. I did not listen to that interview to prep for the show tonight. Okay?
Me neither.
I did listen to music, though, which is cool.
Good.
And by the way, during our breaks, we will be featuring songs from American Songbox.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
That'd
Thank
be
you.
great.
Dude.
Sure.
Yeah. So stick around for the breaks. Go change your baby. Go get a beer. Whatever you got to do, and enjoy the magical sounds of American Songbox. But you think about it, dude. When you were on the show, you took me to a different place. And I thought to myself, if I had marijuana, I would love to smoke it tonight and go on a journey with Todd Murphy.
This clown just totally inspired me to go home and start a habit I haven't been a part of.
Yeah, I'm turning over a new leaf.
That's it.
No, but I'm not really. I'm joking. But, I thought about that. And so then you showed up. And I'm like, oh, man, I've never met you in person, I'm like a YouTube brat. I subscribed to your channel. I watched a bunch of your videos today. I played it on my tablet through the Bluetooth at home. All that good stuff. Even in the studio while I was doing show prep, I was blasting it, So everybody in the dump tower heard it,
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Nobody said anything, though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you looked like either. I pulled up outside of the building, and I see a guy walking towards my car, smiling. And I said, well, I was about to call Kevin to come down and meet me. I said, I wonder who this is. And it was Kevin. So
yeah. This is short fun.
What's going on here?
So anyway, that being said, I really want to get inside your head a little bit. Now, I don't think that came out right.
Well, let's give it a shot.
All right. Anyway, dude, before we go on, how do you feel? What is your feeling of the dump tower?
Oh,
not necessarily the studio, but the actual dump tower itself.
Itself?
Yeah.
It's a fine-looking building.
Thank you.
The outside looks well-maintained. The elevator worked.
Barely.
So
my grandfather
seems comfortable.
We built it ourselves without any tools.
Get out of
here. Yeah, back in like 1978. Whoa, hello.
Hey.
There we go.
See?
That's just me.
Wow, 1978. Okay, so 30-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I was 3. No tools.
78. No, 40 year anniversary.
40.
My
Thanks.
math is terrible.
Yeah, no, I wish it was terrible. I wish it would stay that way because I'd be younger.
Like, yes, 30's fine. Please, 30.
I wonder who's got more gray hair, you or me. I think I do.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Might be me.
I don't know, dude. Well, you have more hair. You know, that's what it is.
That's all it is. Maybe it just shows more.
Yeah, when I shave the sides of my head because I got one of those what do you call that? I guess you'd say a man bun, but I never do it.
Okay.
Skater hair, maybe. I don't know.
Just got it all tucked up, huh?
Yeah, yeah. You want to see it? Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Hold on. Here we go.
Here we go.
Look at that beautiful hair.
Kidding there.
You like that? Yeah.
Wavy.
But
you got no gray up there. You're doing good.
But the sides, if I shave the sides,
salt and pepper.
it's salt and pepper. Is that your favorite rap band?
I was about to say, are we hearing any of their music tonight? Because I'll totally bump American Songbox.
How do you follow that, dude? How does American Songbox follow Salt and Pepper?
Just around in a van. Go to all the shows.
Something tells me you guys wouldn't last long in the hood in a van.
I'm here for a show. Be like, yeah, right.
Oh my god, dude. All right, so okay, listen, I wrote some stuff down that I wanted to talk about with you, and I know that we talked in the parking lot, and you asked me if we had a green room, and unfortunately, no, we don't. We have a conference room downstairs.
I almost left.
I know, and I'm sad about that. I mean, I felt like I let you down.
I felt deja vu. I just thought, I think I've been in this building before for something to do with a radio broadcast, and they had us sitting in a green room, but then I realized, no, this is a completely different place. So, anyway.
Hold on. Before I get to this, we should go to the chat room real quick here. We got Trucker Rob Haas.
He made it.
Yeah, he made it. He said, I'm not going to say that.
Okay. Well, hey.
He said, people in the UK are going to commit suicide listening to this crap you call music. I haven't even played music yet.
All right.
We haven't even played any music.
Hey, but that might make them interested. Like, wow, am I really going to hate this music? I might stay tuned in.
You might talk them off the ledge, bro.
You never know.
Yeah. Holy shit,
I
dude.
doubt it, but okay.
If you do, dude. If you do, dude. Hey. I'll support you. Whoa, that was me again. What's up with Stan Deo in the house from Open Mic Live? How about that? Cool.
There he is.
Rob says Dump Tower is a dump. Join us in the chat room, folks.
It's only going to get better.
Yes, it'll only get better. All right, so now in the parking lot, you told me that you've had 5 projects, EPs and albums and whatnot.
We're about to start our 5th project in May.
Right.
Yeah, we've done 4. So.
Okay, now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm no pro, okay, I'm not I'm not here to kiss your ass.
Oh, man.
Well, I might a little bit.
Jeez, what I come here for? Okay.
I mean, if you start to leave, I might.
Hey, no.
No, but I'm familiar with okay, I made a playlist and I listened to a lot of it, and I want to say you have 2 albums that weren't EPs. They were albums, maybe. I don't know. One is What It Is, and the other one is What Is and Never Was.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm fairly close
those
to
are our 2nd and 3rd projects.
Okay.
Our first one was called The Rift.
Okay.
And it had a collection of about 6 songs on it. And the second one is What It Is, collection of 10 tunes. What Is Never Was is 10 songs as well. And then last fall, we released The Bottom, a 4-song EP as well.
Very nice. Very nice. I have, guess how many EPs I have?
Tell me all about it.
0.
I'm waiting for it to come out, though.
Well, a lot of D's are waiting for me to come out. So, anyway. So, dude, I've gone on there, right? And I'm, checking out these songs. And I'm thinking to myself, certain songs, you sound like different. Okay, your vocal talent sounds a little bit different in different songs.
Oh.
So, I gathered a little bit of Elton John.
Really?
In the song, I wrote it down because I was so intrigued by
That's the first time I've got Elton John.
Really?
I'll take it, though.
The sound, let's see here, Again to Begin.
Really?
Yes.
Elton John kind
For
of
some
vibe.
reason...
On the vocal,
yeah.
Wow.
And also a little bit of James Taylor, the style of the music, maybe?
I've heard James Taylor.
Probably heard that?
Yeah, I've heard James Taylor.
That's a little obvious, right?
Yeah, I've heard just a couple Cat Stevens, James Taylor. A few years ago, I was getting a lot of Jack Johnson.
Dude.
But
I mean, look what I wrote down, dude.
Oh, did you? That was all the things you have written down.
I also wrote down Jimmy Buffett. You sound a little...
Really?
Yeah,
a little
bit.
Well, that's the first 2.
Well,
okay.
because, people that are parrot heads, they listen to all the Jimmy Buffett songs, not just the hits.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a lot of harmonica and sometimes piano, things like that. American Songbox is a 6-piece band, right?
Yep.
You get she plays the violin, right?
Violin, piano, harmonica, bass, drums, guitar.
Yeah. So I'm like listening and I'm thinking to myself that's kind of like a Jimmy Buffett, kind of
ensemble,
vibe.
maybe.
Yeah. And I also wrote down, you're probably going to disagree with me on this one.
Go for it.
The song "Isn't Enough Time."
Isn't enough time.
Forever isn't enough time.
Sorry. Forever isn't enough time.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Everyone knows, dude.
That's by R.J. Kirker. That's our piano player.
Okay.
So he's got the vocal on that one. So if you're thinking my voice sounded different, it's
that's
because
why.
it's a completely different man. But that's okay. Yeah. R.J. Kirker, our pianist, in my opinion, is a great songwriter. In his own right, and yeah, he gets songs on our album. We mainly play a lot of his stuff at our live shows, and yeah. He's always got them coming.
Well, I thought he sounded a little bit like Eddie Vedder. They're like, woo!
I'm kind of not surprised.
Okay. Is it because of my hair?
When we do some shows and we do covers, we do some covers to fill up some, a lot of some of his choices have been from the Pearl Jam.
Really?
Yeah, and so he dug the Seattle scene, dug the Pearl Jam. So.
Do I have an ear for music?
See,
maybe?
You nailed that.
I might. That's too bad I can't play it or perform it.
We can only try.
Well, that's why there's people like you, professionals, that are awesome at it. And thank you again for coming to the show, dude.
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Dude, how many? Okay, did you play
I'm just above hack.
No,
I'm not quite at professional.
I'm hack, and you're and not even music, just hack in general, and you're way above me, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like 5'7".
It's nice of you to say.
And 3/4, and 3/4 really counts. Oh my God! So let me ask you though: did you play the DeLand Music Festival?
Oh, the original music festival in DeLand?
Yeah.
We played that, I believe, 2014 and 2016.
Okay. Have you played any major venues or bars in Tampa, like Skipper's?
Yeah, we played Skipper's a
Brass
few
Mug?
times. Yeah, Brass Mug, yeah.
Is there a venue that I can't mention, that nobody knows about, that you played at in Tampa, that you like, that you would recommend?
There's a lot of fantastic venues in Tampa. I'm partial to Skipper's. I really like it over there.
PJ Dolan's, maybe?
I always have a lot of fun. I haven't been over there yet.
It's a nice setup,
but,
it's outside.
We play a lot of the microbrews in the area.
Okay.
All around Central Florida. A lot of our, we were like really heavy on the Tampa scene for about 3 or 4 years, and then over this past year and a half to 2 years, we've been getting taken out around Central Florida now. We've,
nice.
Longwood, Sanford, Orlando. We've been doing down by Apollo Beach, down to Fort Myers. So we've kind of been stretching out and getting around a little more, and so that's been a lot of fun.
Longwood's actually a city that was named after me. It's
really?
Funny, yeah.
They have
weird.
that statue of you there as I'm pulling into the city.
Yeah,
and
it's very
all
phallic.
Making sense
now. It's a very phallic
statue. Well, I couldn't see you behind. So
really did. Todd Murphy gets the joke drum. Come on.
Oh, hey. Look at that.
Oh, my God. All right, so my point by asking you those questions, those were all loaded questions.
Here we go.
Because you said, professional, I'm just above hack. I highly doubt that. You're on the circuit.
I have fun.
You're on the local Tampa circuit.
And I enjoy it. The
Central
Tampa scene is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care what the genre is. I mean, the scene is amazing. The artistry and the camaraderie, at least that I've experienced in this area, is just fantastic. And I hope to continue to be part of the scene for a long time to come.
Well, after tonight, you're pretty much in stone.
I'm going to get the Kevin Holly bump.
Yeah, the Kevin Holly bump. You know who else got the Kevin Holly bump? Slingshot Robot.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know
what we have to do when I say that? You got to take a shot for bots.
Okay, cheers.
Shots for bots. Cheers.
Yep. And I never would have learned maybe about the Stillhouse Shakers if not for the Kevin Holly Show.
Bro, thank you for that.
And who's our friend singing Truck Beer?
Oh my God,
truck.
Are you serious? Old Justin Chambers.
Justin Chambers. I got a kick out of that guy.
Look at the big brain on Todd Murphy. Oh my God, thank you so much for saying
I can
this.
remember stuff.
No, that's amazing, man. You just got done talking about how the local circuit, and the camaraderie, okay? there you go. There is an example of it right there. You just threw out a couple of names like, hey, I kind of like this, I kind of like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Boom, dude. You know, that's how it
much
is.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Bro.
I can go on all night. I could take up the rest of the 3 hours just naming one band after another.
Please do.
And he's like, fill up this damn time, will you please?
I got no content.
But yeah, I mean, we're just saturated with fantastic stuff.
You're right, man. You know, I've enjoyed over the years going out to different shows. One of my favorite venues, two of my favorite local venues, the old Sandbar, okay, right here on 19 in Newport Richey, and Venom. Right up there by the bridge, between over the Pithalachascody River.
Whoa, you
Yes.
said that all in one.
I can read a little bit. Yeah,
Wow.
thank you. But no, Venom is awesome. It's outside, and they have an inside deal. The Sandbar's got a nice little setup as well with a courtyard to the side. Guess what's about to happen, dude? Guess what's about to open in Pasco County?
New live music venue?
Bro,
Bam,
yeah!
there it was.
Look at that! Got it! It's going to be called the Verona. And
Verona.
The Verona.
Oh.
It's not French, I don't think.
Verona.
Mr. Todd, I says you and me go to the Verona. Maybe have some drinks. Maybe not invite the ladies unless you're thinking.
I'm definitely going to go just because it's called the Verona. Just because I have to check it out and see what the actual visual is to the name.
Well, do you remember Bourbon Street?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you remember next door, a few years later, Insomniacs? It was like a coffee bar, like a...
I've never been, though.
Yeah, you know what? American Songbox back in the Insomniac days, it probably would have fit.
Nice.
Yeah. A buddy of mine, who I've met through doing radio and podcasting and all that stuff, Evan City. Also, the producer at I almost said Hello Kitty.
Another sponsor.
At Here Kitty Kitty Studios, the producer of awesome bands like The Harvest and Slingshot Robot and Burning Fair Verona. Well, he just signed papers on the old Insomniacs. They're raising up the ceiling. It's going to open up in May. Next month, man, and it's going to be probably Pasco County's finest new hard rock metal music venue. You know,
sounds great,
dude. Yeah,
sounds great. I'll have to keep posted,
dude. Yeah, I wonder if American Songbox could, play their song.
If they're looking for more hard rock and go in that direction,
I'm trying to tell them. I'm like, you should do stand-up comedy while you're there, man. Let's do this. You know?
Go all kinds of directions.
Yeah, man. You know.
Sky's the limit. With a name like Verona, you can do whatever you want.
I don't even know what Verona is, man. And I love the guy to death. He's such a nice guy. It's like, dude, I get starstruck. I do. I'm so guilty of it. Like, I went to an open mic at Pokey's on Thursday night last week in downtown Tampa. Ashley and Madison. Dude, if you like comedy, you want to see local comics, like, do their like, almost like testing their stuff, on an open mic. Mm-hmm. Some of the biggest name comics were there. I couldn't believe it. And I was starstruck. Yeah, Pokey's.
I think Todd Stimmel has performed there.
Todd Stimmel.
He's a nice local. I enjoy Todd. Yeah,
dude, how cool. Yeah, I was there. I saw Tommy Gill. I saw John Jacobs, one of my favorites, dude. That guy, he was like, all right, how about a liner? And he goes, if you watch your best hen get railed by somebody else's rooster.
Oh, hen, okay.
Hen, yes. Is that technically called cluckolding? I don't know why I just laughed my ass off at that. But anyway, I get starstruck. So, like, you show up and I'm like, okay, I've been following this band. I had this guy on the show on the phone, and now I get to meet him in person, and I'm like, boom, I'm already like...
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, totally starstruck. I'm totally guilty of it.
Oh.
So,
Can I borrow $20? I need gas home. I'm glad you're starstruck, but I'm broke. Just kidding.
No.
Anyway. Okay.
I don't have $20.
Thank you. That's very nice.
I forgot to tell you, admission to the show.
Oh, man.
It's $20, so we're even.
Pay to play.
Dude, you know what's funny about that while we're on that subject? Is like, I tried to get a couple of people on the show before. I reach out to people. I network, I've got a lot of friends on Facebook I've never met in person, but I follow every day and I interact with and stuff. And it's really, dude, starstruck, totally.
Wow.
And I invited these guys on the show one time. I'm not going to say who or what they're involved with. The guy's like, well, what do we get paid? I don't want. What do you mean, what do we get paid? I'm like, dude, I would love to pay you. I've got Doritos. We have an open bar.
I've got water and coffee. Come on over.
You know what I mean? So but after explaining it, there was one guy who was really cool. And after explaining it to him, I was like, listen, I will support and hashtag all of your stuff. And every time we mention you, I will be thankful. play whatever you do, like a promo, whatever it might be, throughout the breaks and different parts of the show, the intro, whatever it might be, the outro, a rejoin, And at that point, the dude was like, you know what? That actually sounds good. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh,
nice.
But that very rarely do you have to really work that hard. Most people in this environment in Tampa Bay are excited to come out. They're excited to see you at their shows and stuff, Like, I never got so many handshakes and hugs, and it's like I said, starstruck, man.
Yeah, the opportunity to come on the show was great.
Thank you for doing it.
No, that's why I jumped on it. As soon as you gave me the date, I said I'm there.
And pretty soon you're going to just, walk out of here angry. Like, why did I come here?
I'm going to be like, this was the most ridiculous decision. No, I'm just kidding.
Going back to the chat room, let's see here. Haas says, greetings from Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Nashville.
Standeo did a shot for bots with us.
Nice, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
We're not alone here.
We're not, well, kind of, we are.
Hi, 3 people. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
I meant to say 300.
343 people.
Right.
Yes. Oh my God, excuse me. So, I'm thinking about doing stand-up.
Well, right now.
I'm sitting.
Well, you can do it in a different position. I'm sure it'd be just as easy.
May as well say that to the audience.
Like, damn, I'm so thrown off. I'm like, I'm all upright.
He didn't even heckle me, and I'm done.
But no, are you thinking of going down to the Pokies or one of these?
Exactly.
Okay.
I wrote a whole bunch of jokes down, for weeks now.
Nice.
And I purposely...
fresh material?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Super fresh. Yeah.
Hey.
And I left them at home, though. I didn't bring them to the mint. Yes. I didn't bring them tonight, though, because I don't want to burn through my bits, man.
That's right. Don't use anything tonight.
Nope.
Because now everybody's going to Pokies.
Tomorrow night.
That's right. They're going to be like, he said this shit last night. Oh.
No, you can curse. It's at $20 every time in the jar up there.
We'll
my
how
God.
That goes.
Yeah, right. I'm going to end up owing you.
I owe you $120.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, dude, it was so worth it coming down here, man.
Guys, you should all do the Kevin Holly show.
Yeah, that was $148.
Make him cuss.
Okay. Jeez Louise, man. Okay, so where do we go, man? All right, I'm looking at the time here, and I'm also looking at my notes. Now, okay. Out of your 5 projects.
Yes.
Now, I know you're working on one, and it's going to be huge.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, you said 26 songs.
Well, not for the one album.
Okay, yeah.
We're going in to record a pile of songs.
Right.
One is a revision on a past album. One is a completely new album. And then the next would be for an EP for next spring release. But we're going in to get them all kind of down at once.
Now, are you more excited about this particular project?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that?
Because as the band has grown and our camaraderie on stage, our synergy, our friendships, our relationships, we've grown to love and care about each other. The material has changed. The way we perform our material has changed. And so I'm really excited about the new album because I believe that the songs, the material, the lyrics really reflects that. And, I've enjoyed everything we've done so far, but there's something about this particular project and the time and the effort and the emotion that went into putting it together that I think is going to be very special apart from the other projects we've done so far.
That is a very detailed and very good answer right there. I'll tell you what.
I'll keep it short and stupid next time.
No, that's actually
it's
really good.
It's going to be fun.
No, seriously.
No, but anyway.
Well, I mean, sometimes I've asked questions like that before, and I've had people just like, oh, yeah, people gave us, the opportunity to smoke some weed, and you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not ripping on the mongrels at all, because that particular conversation, you're thinking I'm going, that's where I'm going, I'm totally not, it's somebody else.
Right
but it just, that comes up, like, I was like, how's the tour right now? You're in Southern California? And, and he's like, yeah, man, people are just giving us weed.
Don't even have to ask.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Christmas.
Oh, my God. All right. So, that being said, I'm going to play one song now.
Okay.
I've got a bunch loaded up for the breaks, but I know that a lot of our listeners during the breaks will go and, tuck their kids in or, go to the bathroom or go out and get, massive amounts of alcohol so they can stay around for the third hour, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take this opportunity to play probably my favorite song.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now, okay, I like a lot of them. Honestly, dude, when you mix sounds like James Taylor, Elton John, Eddie Vedder, The other guy.
I forget his name already.
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
No, I meant your pianist.
My what?
Your pianist. Just love to say it.
RJ, yes.
RJ, yes. Anyway,
that's what I call. No, never mind.
Well, okay.
Don't tell him.
And he's not listening.
Probably.
That's fine. Yeah. Well, I stumbled across this song. Okay. First time I heard it was like 10 minutes before you showed up. I was playing it in here, and this hands down is my favorite song.
Thank you.
So I'm going to play it real quick here, and we'll get your take on it, if you don't mind. All right, cool. Here we go. This is One Hand on the Plow from What Is and Never Was. America.
On the plow, 1 foot in the grave. The lives we live for the lives we trade. Together we brace before the crash of the wave. We are all slaves, just by a different name. We put on a show for raising our voices on losing control.
It's good stuff right here, man.
Paying our dues until they've taken its toll. That's getting old. Or didn't you know? That there's nothing wrong with the way that you love or the world you create. We've carried a load for digging a hole to bury that way. 'Cause it ain't a mystery, one thing about history is it can be saved. You, at you, for alternate fences to those who refuse. The mountain is high and the numbers are few. Together we rise, or together we're through. 'Cause there's nothing wrong with the way that you love or the world you create. Oh no, no, we've carried a load for digging a hole to bury that weight. Yeah, 'cause it ain't a mystery. One thing about history is it can be changed.
American Songbox, everybody. That was the song One Hand on the Plow from the album What Is and Never Was.
Nice. Thanks for playing that.
Thank you for letting me play that, dude. And we got Todd Murphy live in studio, hanging out on the Kevin Holly Show. And if you're listening via Spreaker, join us in the chat room with Hoss, Stan, and whoever else might be in there.
Everybody.
Do you like mumble rap at all?
I could. Give it my college effort.
Did you go to college?
I did not.
No, I went to a tech school for 2 years.
Wow.
My older brother went to junior college, like a what do they call that? Community college. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. And he did not finish.
No.
I don't think he finished anything.
Bad.
Yeah, I don't even think he finished like going to the bathroom in there, dude.
You're not going to finish this show tonight.
No.
I'll tell you that much.
Where the hell are you, philbert? Hold on a second.
You just changed the station.
Attention, Dump Tower listeners and tenants. If you see Philbert, please send him to the 3rd floor. Philbert! Oh, man. Anyway.
Oh, he's waving outside.
No, that's a streetwalker.
Oh, wait, he's flipping us off. No, never mind.
He's got the wrong finger up. You know why? Because he didn't go to college.
There you go.
You know what's funny, though, is like he makes way more money than I could ever dream of making.
Oh, good for him.
I know. It's amazing, dude. I'm really proud of him.
Good if you can get it.
His birthday was on the 2nd, a couple days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, he's he's 4.5, 5 years older than me, and he makes about 5, 6 times more than I do.
Wow.
Hold on.
5-6 years got to be 5-6 times as more.
I guess, yeah. We got a live caller. Let's take it.
Here we go.
Kevin Holly Show, you're live.
Yeah, there's a swear word I like. I'm calling from the D.
From the D?
I'm calling from the D, and there's a swear word I like. You talking about swear words a minute ago.
Yes, sir.
So the swear word would be schmeckle.
Schmeckle.
Yes.
I
You don't even know who this is, do you? I never called your show before. I listened tonight, and you guys talk about all kinds of stuff, like the crazy corporations.
I know who you are. You're from the John LeBang show.
You don't like that guy. He's an idiot.
No, dude.
Don't tell me you listen to that guy.
I love that guy with his goddamn Steven Seagal haircut, man. Are you kidding me? I'm scared of him.
That dude's got long hair. If you listen to him, you crazy.
So why is your favorite swear word schmeckle?
Well, that's what I heard on the Jones show. I thought that was a swear word. It's like a Jewish swear word or something. I don't know. You know what it means?
No, that's what I'm asking you.
What do you think?
Okay, well,
What do you think it means?
some guys don't like being kicked in the schmeckle.
Is that another word for
That could be
taint?
it. Ah, schmeckle is a slang for
Well,
penis.
yeah, I mean, any other word that's like gender related, and you can't speak gender these days.
Are you assuming Todd Murphy's gender right now, sir?
Pardon me?
Are you assuming Todd Murphy's gender right now?
How dare you, sir?
I don't know whose gender is what anymore, so I don't even talk about it.
My gender is only Kevin Holly's business.
Oh my God! Thank you.
You got it. I'm on the Kevin Holly Show.
Can't wait to.
Kevin Hollywood?
Kevin Hollywood, check out your schmeckle.
There you go. See, now you got it.
We are hip to the jive.
Oh wow! So, sir, what is your name?
Oh, this is Shady.
Shady.
Shady Smeckle.
Yeah, Shady. You never heard of me?
No, I have. I just want to make sure it's you.
Yeah.
I take over John's show all the time. I make it better because he sucks.
I believe you did a promo for my show not too long ago.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
I must have been drunk.
Yeah, you said something about underwear, if I recall.
Oh, I do remember underwear.
Are you currently wearing underwear?
I had a girlfriend wear those G-strings. You know, you can play it like a guitar.
Well, I mean, I would love for Todd Murphy to play some panties like a guitar. It's on the fridge there, Todd. There you go.
Magnet.
Yeah, magnet. Sorry. Todd's having technical difficulties opening up his orange juice. Orange Julius.
Don't. That's TMI. Whatever he's opening up, keep it closed.
Yeah, I call it Orange Julius.
So, tell me about your schmeckle, sir. Shady.
Oh, it's about 12 inches long, big and round.
Why did I
Depends
ask?
on what day of the week it is, though, because I'm over 50 now, and sometimes it's hard to find, especially with the forest down there.
Yeah, the forest, man. Is that like a gray forest, a green forest? Either way is bad.
It went gray about 10 years ago.
Cool. It's like steel wool, right?
See, I lost all the hair on the top of my head, and it made its way south.
Well, Shady, listen, thank you for calling the show, man. I get kind of starstruck when people like you call my show, and I just get nervous, you know?
I'm starstruck.
Don't be nervous. I'm nobody. I mean, I'm cooler than Joan, but I'm still a nobody. It's not like I'm Donald Trump. Hang on a minute. I think somebody wants to talk to you real quick before you hang up.
Okay. Can't wait.
Hold on.
This summer.
Hello, this is Kevin Holly.
Yes, sir. Who's this?
This is the Donald.
The Donald? Really? What's up?
Yeah, I love your show. It's huge. Big league huge, like the baseball gum. You ever eat that stuff?
Yes, often.
Yeah, it's good.
Listen.
Anyways, I just want to say hi. I love your show. I'll make sure to, whatever taxes you want reduced for your show, I'll find a way to do it, even though it won't happen the way I say it will.
I don't know about this, Donald. I mean, Hillary's here as well.
Racist, xenophobic, homophobic.
I don't know why she doesn't like you, man.
Listen, if you don't stop it, I'll move the National Guard over to your place instead of the border.
Dude, I would love to have the extra security at the dump tower.
Yeah, extra security is overrated. They always catch you when you're with Stormy, and then somebody finds out. Big trouble then. Big league trouble.
Islamophobic.
Time for the United States to start
Hillary,
thinking
pipe
of Iraq
Pipe down,
Hillary.
as a business opportunity.
Listen, that's fake news. Fake news. I'm going to go now.
I love you, Mr.
Have
Trump.
a good night.
Thank you for calling the show, and tell your friend Shady that I would love to have him send me some schmeckle pics.
Trump and Shady sound like they should be hanging out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Trump and Shady.
That's right.
Place where it's ready.
Did he just ghost us? He hung up.
That was it. He's
That's
gone.
it. Oh my god, dude. That's messed up, dude. All right. Well, thank you, Shady and Donald Trump for calling the show.
That was a good call.
I bet you didn't know that or think that you'd come to the show tonight, and all of a sudden we'd have Donald Trump calling.
I had no idea. He usually only calls me on Sundays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Church.
That's it. Right after church.
Oh, I forgot where the hell I was, man. Oh no, we were talking about that song. Not what I know. That's the next song. The song "Foot in the Grave, Hand on the Plow."
One hand on the plow.
One hand
Yes,
on
sir.
the plow.
Yes, sir.
That's how you say it. One hand on
One
the plow.
hand on the plow, 1 foot in the grave.
Okay, can I take us on a journey?
Do it.
Is it time? Is that cool?
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Got my walking shoes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really?
Should I take them off?
No, well, if you want to.
All right.
Whatever you want to do to make yourself feel comfortable.
Okay.
I will not be uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
You know why? Because I'm not smart enough to be uncomfortable.
Because you've seen it all in here in this room.
Yes.
Nothing can surprise you now.
Pretty much, bro. I mean, a lot of people don't know some things about me. I had a difficult relationship, and it was medical related. That's as far as I'll take it. And I had to be like Nurse Kevin for a long time. And so I've seen a lot too, bro. And then Jaybird, my unproductive reproduction agent, executive producer, and my other co-host, Pops, who's an 84-year-old Korean
Good old
war vet.
Pops, yeah.
Good old Pops,
Yeah.
man, yeah.
I remember talking with him.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Well, Jaybird takes care of Pops.
Yeah.
Like a home health nurse would do, sponge baths, making meals,
Nice.
showers, and changing his pee bag and stuff like that,
Hey, nice.
So, yeah, I'm not going to ever be offended by pretty much anything, really. Although I did see some prick on Facebook sent me a video in a private message today.
Careful.
I
Because
know.
now everybody will be sending you videos. He's like, I really hated this one video. Now I've got 5,000 of them in
It
my
was
inbox.
bad, dude. It was like this chick with a sex toy,
Okay.
and it was like coming up from the rear, if you will,
All right.
and poking through her shirt like in her abdomen, And then she pulled it out, and then there was like this like perforated, you know, and it was pretty gross, bro. You know.
Yeah.
So I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't enjoy it, but I shared it.
Crazy.
it. Yeah. Did you say racy?
Crazy stuff.
Oh, crazy. I thought you said racy.
That's pretty racy stuff.
That's some randy stuff right there.
Hot to trot.
So anyway, dude, I want to go on a journey with you. Now,
okay, let's go.
Before we do, how about this?
Okay.
Would you like to take a break?
I'm okay right now.
Okay, well then never mind.
The night is young.
Okay, I was going to say we could take a break and come back and do it, but there's a subject matter I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
And it's probably one of the coolest things I've ever heard. You've got one of the coolest stories I've ever heard, and you shared it a little bit. And this is what I referred to earlier when we started the show, and I said it took you like 10 or 12 minutes to like blow my mind, and I was like, what? Yeah. You walked the Appalachian Trail. Is that correct?
I did. Yep.
And you did that with prosthetics.
I did.
Correct.
I did.
Okay. So
both of my arms have been replaced.
Come on!
I am a robot. I'm a cyborg. I know that blew you away last time we were talking. You didn't believe me.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But no. Just to address your question, yes, I have 2 artificial limbs below the knee, and I hiked southbound from Maine to Georgia.
That's the whole trail.
That's about 2,100, roughly 75 miles. Yeah,
Jesus.
14 states, and from what they tell me, I'm the first bilateral to have pulled in all those miles. Wow. I don't know if that's still true. I did it, like I said, back in 2007 and 2008. So, but yeah, it was definitely one of the most, moving and profound experiences of my life.
Bro, and I have some questions about that, and I want to just kind of give you like a fair warning, forwarding.
Give it to me.
I'm really like nervous a lot, and I say stuff just pops off my top of my head, off the dome, So please do not be offended if I say something about this.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
No, I may say something dumb like, "Hey, there's a cord over there. Watch your step."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm so bad about that.
That's okay.
Okay. That being said, I have questions. Okay. Now you walked from Maine,
yes,
over 2,000 miles, all the way to Georgia via the Appalachian Trail. Now, there was a park that you started in?
Yeah, Baxter State Park.
Baxter State Park.
In Maine, that's where the northern apex of the Appalachian Trail is. Yeah.
Now, if for those of you out there
on top of Mount Katahdin.
Thank you. Katahdin, really?
Mount Katahdin.
Like Todd?
No.
But it should be.
I think it's Kahtadin, Katahdin.
I think we should rename it, dude. I mean, if you set the record, dude.
I don't know about that.
If you set the record, it should be totally renamed, man. Come on. Oh, my God. Okay, so you show up at this park, and you head south via the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail, Google it, Glick it if you're out there. Thank you, Glick, in the chat room. What's up, dude? He's our search engine.
There he is.
Yeah, the Glick it.
Glad he made it.
Glickty made it.
Glick it or ticket.
Glick it or ticket. No, that's good. That's good.
I just say stuff too.
Yeah, we'll see Todd Murphy at Pokey's Thursday, tomorrow night.
I'm letting out all my material right now, though. Damn.
How do you write with robot arms?
It's not easy. It's not easy. They're voice commanded, and it never works out.
Stephen Hawking's on the show tonight.
Yeah, my hands talk. Why are you making me do that?
Why did I come here?
This isn't what I was programmed for.
Oh my God, dude. So we should probably start from the beginning.
Okay.
What happened? Why the prosthetics?
Oh man, I tell you, I've had a lot of stories about how that's happened, but I'll give you the true one.
Okay.
It was just a birth defect.
Oh, that's pretty simple.
How boring is that? Yeah. It was a congenital birth defect. My feet were pretty badly clubbed. They were turned inward, and the feet would fist up, just like how you can make a fist with your fingers. My toes wanted to curve down. My little fist feet. So anyway, they tried surgery on them during the first few months and things up until the first year, and they didn't really take. So they took the right foot almost immediately. The left foot they pinned and put in more of a solid state position. It had a drop foot, and they tried to straighten it out. But when I was 8 years old, they took that foot because it just got beyond where they could continue stepping in to work on it. As I grew, it needed constant
hold on a second.
revisions. So they took it when I was 8.
So between 0 and 8, you had one drop foot.
I had a prosthetic foot on the right side, and I had an orthotic on the left side that was in my shoe, and it kept the foot straight and in a solid state position. But the left leg was also 2 inches shorter on the left side from the knee down than the right. So I had a big 2-inch shoe lift that they had to put on all my shoes.
Yeah.
So I had a prosthetic on the right, orthotic on the left, dragging this huge shoe lift around. So when I was 8 years old and they said, look, we really think we need to take that left foot, we said, okay, go ahead. It was at the DuPont Institute in Delaware. February 3rd, I believe, 1982.
Wow.
And so they took the left foot, and then when I was done healing and was about to get up for the first time on 2 prosthetic legs, which were both now no big lift on the one side, they were able to adjust the height inside the prosthetic device to make it even.
Out.
Yeah. And so I was able to wear, a pair of shoes that looked the same, no lifts, everything looked normal, and I've been running tight on 2 artificial limbs ever since. So.
Dude, and now that's from just above the ankle down for the most part?
Yeah, I'm a bilateral ankle dysartic. They took the ankles and the feet. They left the full fibula.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the full tibia.
Tibia, sure.
Bones. And I really believe they removed the fibulas and a lot of the muscle that wouldn't be used. But I can walk around on the residual limbs when I take off the prosthetics, because what they did was they took the heel pallets. The heel of your foot gets nice and calloused, nice and tough.
Yeah.
You can step on you can step on stuff with it. Well, they took those out of the feet when they removed the feet and put them on the bottom of the limbs.
Wow.
And so there's like a 50-50 chance that takes where you'll be able to bear weight on the bottom of the limb. And they both took where I was able to walk on them.
Awesome.
So even when I'm at home, just like how you kick your shoes off, I'll just kick off the legs, go walking around like I got to do. I ended up on the Appalachian Trail because I had just sold a house in Tampa. I moved to Plant City. I was living in a place out there. A friend of mine was living next to me, Dennis Tozier. And we were talking about, we were always taking hikes up in Withlacoochee, just camping, day or two, having fun.
Awesome river up there.
And one day he says to me, I'm thinking about the Appalachian Trail. I said, man, I don't know, good luck with that. And a couple days later, I'm watching PBS, and there's this guy's documentary about his experience on the Appalachian Trail.
And you're sold.
And I watched it for like 2 hours, couldn't take my eyes off it, looked at all these beautiful, shots of scenery, the wonderful people that this guy was meeting on the trail, these northbound and southbound hikers with all kinds of different stories and backgrounds. And
dude, aren't there people that live along the trail as well that help you?
There are people who, they're called trail angels. They live along the trail. Some of them hiked before, some of them haven't, and they just appreciate the hikers. And they'll have houses or hostels, things close to the trail, so that if you get off the trail and you need a lift or you need to get to town, you need to get some clothes washed, re-up on some food and first aid supplies, they'll pick you up at the trailhead.
Did they give you a bunch of weed, man?
I tell you, it's amazing what some of these people give you. But it was a fantastic experience. So I went to my buddy. I said, I just saw this documentary on TV, and I learned more about this trail because I'd heard about it, but didn't really, know of it.
Yeah.
I said, I think I want to do it with you. And he looked at me, he looked at my legs. He said, all due respect, I've known you a long time. Do you think you can do the Appalachian Trail? I said, probably not.
There's been plenty of people who've tried.
Oh, yeah.
In
fact, just a couple years before me, or a few years before, a unilateral left side AK above the knee amputee just finished the trail.
Nice.
And he was the first, I believe, unilateral above the knee to finish. Right now, a lady by the name of Raylon Nicky is I believe, a BK left, which is a unilateral left side amputee below the knee. And she just finished a trail a year or two ago and just finished a book, and it's out like right now, hot off the presses.
Really?
It's called My Walk to Recovery.
How cool.
And she lost a limb, and I believe within the year, or a year and a half, she was hiking this Appalachian Trail. And so she finished it and is sharing her experience. I believe she's preparing for a cross-country bike ride right now, too.
Dude.
So she's unstoppable. But anyway, I said probably not. If we hike this trail and I find it's over my head, if I say, man, I bit off more than I can chew, this is effing crazy, what am I doing? I'll come home.
Yeah.
And so we got some friends together. There was 4 of us. We rented a car, went northbound, got to Maine, dropped off the car, got to the state park, and we all left that next day. And the funny thing is I ended up finishing the trail with a friend named Emily, who I met through Dennis, Dennis ended up going home early. And I was like, well, buddy, we're supposed to be doing this.
He couldn't hang with you, dude?
We're going to
That's the guy.
You're my buddy, yeah.
He's like, I don't know if this is really something you should want to do. And then he checks out.
Like, he's a great guy, but he just had reasons he had to go home.
That's
I mean, he would have totally done it.
Well, I mean, how long is the trip? How long did it take you guys?
It took me 8 months. It takes
God.
It takes most people 4 to 6. It took me 8 months. There were times, though, where I was hung up. Like, feet were breaking off my legs all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be hiking, and all of a sudden the foot would snap off the bottom of the prosthetic.
Son of a bitch.
Because no matter how well your leg is made, I was putting them through some pretty... when you're carrying a 30, 40-pound pack, and you're going straight up, 5,000 feet for the day, after a while, some of that stress, it kind of gets... So some of the componentry, as I was hiking... I'd write back to my prosthetist, Paul Wiat, at St. Pete Orthotic Prosthetic Center.
There you go.
I would write home to my prosthetist, and I'd say, I busted a foot, or I busted this, I busted that. He had things ready, overnighting them to me. But the thing is, some of these small towns you end up going through on this trail, you could overnight something. It doesn't get there for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And so...
or they're closed for some weird holiday.
So though it took me 8 months, later when I got home and I was looking at my journals, about 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks of that was hung up in towns. Waiting on product or hurting and relaxing.
It's not a race, Todd.
Well, it was, though. I wanted to be home by Thanksgiving, and I didn't make it.
Sure. I understand that.
Anyway, no, you're right. It's not a race. But one of the places I had to get, I was at a place, a hostel in Maine on Lake Pemendumcook, and I had broken a foot, or I needed something there, and I went there to the hostel, and they were looking after me, and we were waiting for this thing, and I'm telling the guy I got an overnight shipment coming in. He said, mail doesn't even come here. I drive into town once a week, and I pick up my mail. I said, well, then how am I going to get this thing? He's like, well, you have to wait a week. Otherwise, I know a guy with a plane will fly it in here on a seaplane for you, but he's going to charge you like $30, $40. But
that's it? To run a plane?
And I said, well, okay, man. So,
I get more doing Uber.
so this guy got on goes to the post office. He calls this guy. The guy goes to the post office, flies this thing out to me on a seaplane, and then asks me, do I want to ride up on the seaplane? And I say, yeah. So he takes me up, and he's showing me all the trail from like above the sky. He's like, see that clearing on top of that mountain with those 6 people? Those are hikers. That's the peak to such and such mountain, whatever, and you'll be there probably tomorrow. And so, he's just showing me all over this trail. So anyway, he drops me off, and I'm hiking over the next couple days, and I'm passing people, I'm talking to them, and they're saying, hey, man, have you been hiking the past couple days? I said, yeah. They said, man, what's up with this plane that was buzzing all the peaks, man? It was freaking us out. And I ended up telling the people, wow, I was actually on that plane. Here all the hikers are getting freaked out that this guy is buzzing the mountains with his plane, so I can get a good close look at things,
That's so awesome.
Anyways, but yeah, so it was that's what got me on the trail. And I ended up finishing. So.
Well, when you think about the length of time, you said most people 4 to 6 months.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah. That is an insane amount of time to commit to anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I tried out for Naked and Afraid. You know that show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I tried out. I did a phone interview. I thought.
Were you naked?
No.
Were you afraid?
I was a little afraid. I was starstruck. No. But I was a little nervous, and then I just told the story of my life.
Gotcha. Yeah.
15 minutes. We went like maybe 25. I basically told my life story in like 25 minutes.
Okay.
And it was heavily rooted towards like what I mentioned earlier, being Nurse Kevin and stuff like that. How can I handle things, And the girl on the other line was so cool on the other end of the line. And I felt like we had this spectacular interview. And she was like, look, this is really great. This is a great interview. We went long. I'm going to go ahead and pitch this to my team. If they like you, a guy's going to call you back. Then you're going to do an over-the-phone test, to test your survival rating, if you will. And she's like, they're going to ask you questions like this, like what would you do in that environment, And then if you pass that...
Would you eat your own foot?
Oh, yeah.
You're on the show.
I would eat Todd's foot. Jesus, but to be famous, sure.
Yeah, whatever.
So, I never got a call back. You know what I mean?
I was waiting for the rest. I was waiting for this callback story.
I was hoping. I'm still crossing my fingers because they asked what I was doing in May,
Okay. Well,
so,
so this is recent.
Yeah, this was a month ago. 2 months ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So, but then I think about I'm looking at I want to kayak out to Anclote Island. You might not know this about me. I used to be a narrator, a naturalist on a dolphin cruise boat.
Wow.
Yeah, and we go to the island about 4 times a day, 5 times a day, 2-hour cruises. And I would just point out the wildlife and make jokes and just microphone in my hand 2 hours at a time, 40 people at a time, And And I started thinking about, like, I want to paddle out there and go to the camping area on the northern tip of the island and stay there all weekend. The weekend that my kids are at their mom's and my fiance has to work.
There you go.
I'll just do that. And I'm thinking, like, wow, man, that's like a 3.5 mile paddle plus another 4 miles north, protected by the island. How hard would that be? Oh, I'll be
Are you not
fine.
going to bring any food, or you're not going to bring? You're just going to bring like the one knife or tool that you're allotted on the show or something.
Yeah.
Try to make your own hut.
Yeah, dude. But I would bring like a small cooler with some frozen water bottles and like maybe a sandwich and a bottle of Jameson or something, like a small, not even a fifth.
That's true. This is just an introduction to the experience. You don't have to actually jump fully
I
immersed.
just want to do it like a vacation. That's what I look at it like.
Sure.
Like 21 days in Bufu, Egypt.
Yep.
It's a vacation. Yep. Then I look at it and I'm listening to you and you're like,
take some mushrooms.
8 months hiking from Maine to Georgia? That's insane for anybody to do,
It was like Fear and Loathing on the Appalachian Trail.
Did you do a lot of drugs out there? Just kidding. Dude. You don't think so. He's like, I was on acid the whole time.
I took Advil every time my back hurt.
Could you imagine, though? Like, I have a friend, Tom Kowalik, I went to high school with. I'll throw his name out there because he's an awesome dude, and I'm not afraid to say it. He hiked the Appalachian Trail many years ago, and I saw pictures that he sent me. And it was like you said, like hostels and people that live near the trail. There's huts and tents and campers and all these different things and different places where you can access the trail in different states and whatnot. Yeah. And there was people that were like welcoming these hikers. And Tom sent me pictures of him and his buddies wearing like muumuus, like nightgowns, because they were doing laundry. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was just like, man, that had to have been so much fun. And people do it in their 60s. People do it in their teens.
Oh my gosh! When I hiked with, and I believe she still is the oldest woman to have hiked the trail. I believe she just celebrated her 80th birthday, and she was hiking the Appalachian Trail with like a daughter or somebody. Yeah, she was. When she hiked, she was celebrating her 80th. I believe, and I remember a guy walked past us and he noticed my legs and he noticed her age, and he said, "Oh, I think I'm walking past 2 record breakers today," and he just kept walking on by. And I just thought, maybe, I don't know. She's the oldest lady trying to finish. I'm this bilateral amputee trying to finish. So
it's weird that you say that, bilateral amputee, and I'm looking at you, and I mean, dude, I don't know if you noticed, but I never looked down at your feet, and I wanted to, and I thought I was like, I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm going to stare at Todd's feet as soon as I see him. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm an idiot,
Yeah.
And you hopped out of your car.
I can handle it.
I didn't even look. I don't even know if you're wearing shoes, what color they might be. I didn't even look. You just glided right in here like a regular person with feet. You know what I mean? Unreal, man. Now, when you're at shows and American Songbox is performing, and like I saw your audition for Tiny Desk, which I love Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak.
Great competition
and the Free
every
Nationals.
year.
Oh my God, dude. They introduced me to
I've been turned on to so much good music through Tiny Desk, just watching other people's other people's entries.
Yeah.
Such good material.
Oh my God, dude. Anderson .Paak is one of my favorite things that I've ever watched. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it was really good. But I'm thinking about that, and I watched your video, and you're sitting Indian style on top of it looked like a hutch or a desk.
Yeah, just a computer desk.
Yeah. And you had like an amp underneath it, and your bandmates around you and
Indian
stuff.
style on my pillow.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the pillow, and I remembered, because look, dude, like I've talked to you before. I've listened to your music. Everybody knows who American Songbox is. Everybody knows who Todd Murphy is.
Well, about 200 people in the area maybe know who
come
we
on.
are. But anyway.
But that was the one video that I watched where I started to look, and I'm like, he's sitting on his prosthetic. Well, they're not there.
Well, no, I wasn't wearing my prosthetic
they're
legs.
Not there.
Yeah.
And I still couldn't even tell. You just look like a dude sitting there Indian style,
tucked away.
Yeah, and here I am trivialized. I trivialize these things,
No, a lot of times when we play live, especially if it's hot out, I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And so sometimes people will walk by and they just catch a visual for a minute. Oh, look at this guy jumping around on stage, with this thing he's got going on here or something. And they'll stick around just because they're interested for a second what's going on visually.
Yeah.
Then the next thing I know, they hang out for the whole show.
Now, would you say
I've had people say, hey, man, I stopped because you caught my eye for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, man, look, this guy's doing his thing. And then I realized, wow, this band sounds all right. He said, I didn't expect to stand here for the last hour or two, but you had me the whole hour, and I just thought, all right. So.
I can listen, Todd. I can guarantee that there's maybe that guy and maybe a couple other people out there that have stopped to listen to your music because they noticed that. but everybody else has just loved the music.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I would hope so.
Yeah, but would you say, in your humble opinion, that in the back of your head...
But if they want to watch the train wreck, try to dance on stage on these weird legs for 5 minutes before they get to realize that's okay with me too, I guess.
Oh, man, that's so cool, man. I'm so glad that you're vocal about it and just like a happy person, because I was going to ask you, and I didn't even have to. You know what I mean? We're just having a conversation, and it's just like, it is what it is, man. Everybody, Todd Murphy from American Songbox. Todd, real quick, because we're going to take a break here in a minute.
Okay.
Where can people find the music that I just played in all the other songs?
Oh, geez. Well,
I mean, I know they want to buy it. You know.
Well, at most of our shows, we have some CDs with us and stuff, so you can catch us around town. And if you want to find out where we're playing, you can go to Facebook, real easy, American Songbox. That's 3 words, American Songbox. And then we also have our .com, americansongbox.com. Also, if you go to YouTube and just link up our name, American Songbox, we have a handful of our music and some fan videos that people have taken and put up. And so it's really easy to find us that way.
Awesome. What is coming up soon? Are you guys playing anywhere locally?
Well, right now we've been taking only a few shows because we're preparing for
a huge
the weekend. We booked out the studio for the full weekend, the 19th and the 20th of May. But anyway, so we're preparing these songs for that. But right now we do have a show coming up on April 28th at Skipper's Smokehouse in Tampa.
Nice.
And we're playing in front of a fantastic local actor named Gypsy Star. You can find them easy at gypsystarmusic.com or gypsystarband.com. One of those, but if you Gypsy Star, you'll find them. And great world music variety sound, fantastic rhythms and beats, and we're really happy to be playing with them. It's our first time playing with them. Yeah. And so when we had this opportunity, I said, we are taking off time right now to get ready for this album, but
let's hit it hard before we go, man.
I said, let's go play with Gypsy Star and have some fun. And then I believe, I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it, I think we're going to be playing the Americana Fest, WMNF out of Tampa, WMNF Community Radio Station, 88.5fm.org, WMNF.org. They're going to have their Americana Fest this year at Skipper's, and I believe we're going to be part of that as well. So that's April 29th and then July 14th so far.
Cool. So. Awesome. All right, well, let's take our first break. If you want to stick around and play the Pyramid Game, do you have a few minutes?
Yeah, I got some time.
Oh, dude, awesome.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with Todd Murphy from American Songbox. And I'm going to play a couple of songs during this break from your band. Yeah.
Please do.
And we'll be right back with the Pyramid Game in the second hour of the Kevin Holly Show. We'll be right back.
I like that.
Knowing every day on my so far away that you came into my life. Bright in every way, babe, you make me feel alive. And I love the stars will shine, knowing every night you're mine. Yeah, yeah, forever isn't enough. Forever isn't enough time. No,
Just tell us the story, Pops, please. We want to know.
What story?
About you in Korea with the woman that stuck her
I don't
finger.
want to go in class.
You don't want to tell that one?
Well,
Yeah, you just probably wouldn't believe it.
We've seen a lot of shit, Pops. I think we'd believe this one.
Huh?
I believe it.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll tell it to you then.
Awesome.
I had been up in the boonies for 6 months. I hadn't seen a woman in 6 months. So I finally got a ask to go down to Seoul, Korea. What's that other contractor kid that you were fucking around with? He loved this because he was in Korea a while.
No, Pat. Pat shit crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Patrick.
What?
Pat Berge. Pat Berge.
Patrick Crazy, that's the guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick. Hello?
Yes. Yeah, Pat. Yeah.
I thought you disconnected me.
I would never do that. I might
Not until you tell the story, anyway.
might unplug your air hose, but...
Okay, and like I say, I hadn't seen a woman in 6 months. Except in my dreams, of course. And there were quite a few wet ones. But anyhow, quite a few. Anyhow, I'm down in Seoul. And we go in to the PX, and there's all kinds of broads there, you know. So we're getting fit-faced. And all of a sudden, it's like 10 o'clock or 10:30, and looking around, and there's no fucking broads there. And we're panicking, you know, because... So we get out there, there's a black sergeant. He had 5 stripes. 6 stripes and 2 rockers. He had a Jeep, and he said he'd take us this way. I think he was running this. He was getting something out of it, anyhow. He took us out to his whole professional little cat house. And he said he'd pick us up in the morning and get us back to the R&R center, which he did. But anyhow, we were desperate to get laid, so we went with the guy. And I walked in this room, and there was this girl. She was probably a foot taller than any of the other one, which is unusual because they're all usually pretty much the same size.
So she was like 4 feet.
No. She was tall. She was probably, I don't know, I'd say maybe 5'11", 5. She wasn't 6 feet, but pretty close. She was tall. And she was clean looking, but plain looking. Nothing special. But she looked clean, and those long legs just, I picked her before anybody else made a selection. I think it's probably the first time she was ever selected first. But anyhow, we got in a room, and first time she said, "Ooh, Tucson juice you give to me."
What? Say that again?
Five ejaculations. That's 6 now. 3. There wasn't much juice coming, but okay. The in between. Now, normally, if you're going to all night stay, it's 2 or 3 times, and then let's go to sleep. But this chick, I must have impressed her because I picked her first. I don't know what it was, but I've just given her 6 loads. This you probably don't believe me.
And they were American loads too.
I don't believe myself until I remember how sore my brain was 2 weeks afterwards. But anyhow, now I'm done. I'm laying there, and she says, "You happy?" I said, "Yeah, I'm happy." "Well, let me make you more happy."
"Oh, hello, you happy?"
She stuck her fucking finger up my ass and took prostate come out. Maybe that's where my prostate cancer developed. I don't. She tickled my prostate, and I swear to God, she squeezed juice number 7 out of me.
Oh my God! Oh. What was her name?
Have you ever wanted to find her again?
That's one of those I'll never forget. What's her name?
No, come on, seriously. I remember. You know her name. What was her name?
I don't remember what the fuck her name was.
OJ?
I didn't know what her name was after that night.
Oh my God! 7 times, man. That's a 7 juice salute for you, Pops.
Well, the first few times it didn't take long.
Seriously?
You didn't have to pay by the juicing, did you? It was a one-time fee, right?
No, I had so much all-night stay,
Oh, hello, Mr. Pops. I'll give you juice 7 times. Sorry.
But the funny thing about that was...
She had 9 fingers left?
Huh?
She still had 9 fingers left.
No.
Are you sure it was her finger that went in your ass?
You guys tell the story then. Fuck it, I'll be quiet.
We're just having fun with you.
Go ahead.
I love you, Pops.
You're my side of it.
Pops, you're the best, man. Oh, my God.
That is a great story.
That is awesome. Oh, you made me laugh so hard I've got juice in my throat.
You pissing your pants?
Yes. I mean, I can't take it anymore, man. All right, listen, Pops. Thank you for calling the show. We're up against our first break, and
What's that?
we're up against our first break. We're going to take our break. And thank you for calling, man.
It was good to hear from you again. I haven't seen you in a while.
Can you hear me? Can you hear Glick?
Pops?
What?
Pops, we're going to take
Yeah. What's going on?
We're going to take our break, man. We're going to let you go. You can call back at 9:30 if you want.
What?
We're going to take our break.
Oh, okay.
That was
Goodbye.
Awesome.
It's good talking to you, Pops.
I love you, Pops.
What?
Good talking to you.
Keep talking to you?
It was nice.
It was good talking to you.
Nice talking to you. We love you.
Oh, okay. Bye.
This is when you don't let us back.
How come you always end the call by hurting our feelings?
Well, you guys are going to go take your break.
Yeah, but there's like a cordial way of, saying goodbye.
Kevin and I are going to go see how many juices we can squeeze out
Jeez,
during
no,
the break.
No, we're not. There we go. All right, Pops. We love you, man. We'll see you later.
See you, Pops.
Pops.
Man, he's the artist.
I don't know if he's ghosting us.
There it is.
Yeah, go
Man, that actually hurt more.
I think it was because our phone system is like, it's really loud for the listener, the caller. You know what I mean? I've been
That's
told
good
that.
for him, though.
That's what I'm saying, man. But I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I love that man.
How did he pick up, like, that whole trivia question about liking and all that? That was like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, he doesn't forget, dude.
It's awesome.
Pops' brain is like stronger than all of ours combined, especially Glick's.
Hey, yo, this is the original Guido, Skinny Vinny, wrestling manager at ACW, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the freaking volume up, you monkey.
All right, welcome back to the second hour of the Kevin Holly Show. I'm your host, Kevin Holly, and we've got Todd Murphy from American Songbox in the house.
Hey.
Todd, I don't know if you're ready for something that I really thoroughly enjoy. It's one of my favorite things ever to do on this show.
Okay.
And I'm glad that you can be a part of it.
I'm here to do it with you.
Are you sure?
I'm going to try.
You're here to do it with me?
Well, that's what they told me to do at the door. They were like, whatever Kevin says.
It would help if I typed on the right keyboard.
I even signed a waiver.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did it have anything to do with a taser?
No, just a safe word.
What's your safe word?
I don't know. They said you were going to let me know.
I think it should be schmitzel. Schmutzel?
Schmeckle?
Schmeckle. The safe word tonight is schmeckle, but better than that, the thing I want to do with you right now
Yes.
is, you guessed it, the pyramid game.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I knew it. It's time for the pyramid game with Todd Murphy live on the Kevin
really
Show.
creepy.
What's creepy about that?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know.
And that's where you went.
That's why I was like confused, because it was so obvious. Come on now. That's what we do. Oh, you're getting into the music, right? Oh,
nice. I like the horns.
After this game, would you play a song for me, for us, for our listeners?
Oh, really? Yeah, sure.
Would you dedicate it to my mom?
I'd love to.
Oh, my God.
What's your mom's name?
Rita.
All right, Rita. I'm going to play a song for you later. All right, it's coming up.
Dude, you sounded so sexy when you said that.
Hey, Rita.
No homo.
Hey, I'm going to play a song just for you, Rita.
All right, dude. The pyramid game.
Okay.
Quick to hitting on my mom. The pyramid game is a game where we both pick 5 words and give each other clues to try to guess what those 5 words are.
Okay.
If those 5 words also have a theme to them, bonus question would be what that theme is. What do they all have to do with each other?
Gotcha.
30 seconds for each clue. I'm going to go ahead and look around the room. I'm going to quiz Todd Murphy.
Here I go. I'm ready.
All right, you're ready.
I think so. I'm going to try.
Dude says he's ready. I think it's time to do it.
My first pyramid game.
Here we go. 30 seconds on the board, Todd. Are you ready?
Okay. For the whole game or just for each question?
For each question.
Oh, okay.
All right, 30 seconds. All right, question number 1. If you want to listen to a show, you will do this to the show.
If I want to do something to a show, I will do this to the show.
You will to listen
tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Like if you're tuning in a guitar.
Oh,
yeah.
hey, check me out.
You
one
got
for
it.
one. 1 for 1.
1 for 1, bro. You're a natural at this.
I should stop now.
No, can't stop, won't stop. All right, here we go. Todd Murphy. Question number 2,
yes.
Pyramid game here. This is something you do along with the music, with your voice.
Harmonize?
Close. You're not harmonizing. You are...
Sing along? Singing?
Singing. Yes.
Singing.
There it is.
Close enough. 2 for 2.
2 for 2, bro. Are you feeling your boobies at me right
Yeah,
now?
because I'm like really happy for myself. This is my proud motion. When I'm proud of myself. This is what I do. Anyway, I'm glad we're not live on Facebook.
Oh, we should be. We will be if you play a song.
He's like, if you keep doing that, I'm going live on Facebook. Anyway.
Please keep doing that. Okay, question number 3. 30 seconds on the board. Okay, if you are making music and you are making lyrics, you are doing this with a pen and a paper.
Songwriting?
Writing, dude.
Writing.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a seasoned pro at giving these questions.
I was going to say, I'm like killing it in under 30 seconds.
3 for 3.
Yikes.
Dude. All right, 30 seconds on the board. Todd Murphy. Question number 4. If you are behind a piano and you're looking at the actual sheet music, you are doing this to the music.
Reading.
Reading! Dude!
Following the music. Reading the music. Wow.
And
I know nothing about this subject.
I'm impressed, man. Okay. 4 for 4. Bro, okay. Johnny Cash would be proud of you.
JC.
Right. Did you know that he had a house right over here off the Pithla-Chescody River?
Really?
Yeah, I could take you by it if you want. Yeah, that one. The Cody River.
That's the one. Cody.
Yeah, Chasco, baby. All right, 30 seconds on the board. Todd, if you are performing music or if you are engaging in video games, you are doing this.
You are playing.
Playing!
The instrument or the video game. Okay.
So you got all 5, bro. Oh my God, look at this guy, dude.
Okay, nice.
5 for 5, a rookie. Got it all within 10 seconds of each question.
Check me out.
All right, so...
Send your fan mail to kevinhollyshow.com.
Dude, I love this guy.
/ Todd Murphy. Okay.
All right, so you've got tuning, singing, writing, reading, and playing. What do they all have to do with each other? Don't worry, we're live. Take your time.
Things someone would do if they're in a band.
Very good, very close. I almost want to give it to you. It's the opposite of that. It's things that Kevin will never be good at.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, same shit.
Oh.
All right, well, I'm going to give it to you. You got it, man. You got it. There we go.
Really? Okay. Thanks. This Kevin's all right.
Thank you, man. You get to pick from the prize wheel, dude.
A prize wheel?
Yeah.
I'll take the lemon heads.
How about...
I didn't even see the prize wheel yet. I just hope there's lemon heads.
Nope.
That's all I'm saying.
The Lemonheads is a great band.
Oh, I was wanting that little candy, though.
You get to pick from the box of death.
Oh, it's an actual box.
Yes.
And I can't see what's in it. All right, Let me feel around.
I took the taser out.
Ooh, there's some creepy feeling stuff in here.
Guess what it is before you look at it.
Gosh, I don't know. Is it like a hat, like a beanie?
Oh, maybe.
No, you didn't. What'd you give me?
What is that?
Oh no, it looks like a horrible used children's undergarment.
It's a doggy diaper. You picked the same thing from last week, man. Pick again.
Oh, really? It's somebody picked that. Well, it's
Stephen Henry.
When you're feeling around in there, it's like everything else feels so weird. It's the only soft thing that this doesn't feel scary. So I'll pull it out.
You picked a used doggy diaper, dude.
All right,
I have a dog in heat, you know.
Okay, I guess this feels like maybe an Easter egg.
I hope it
Easter
is.
egg.
I hope it is.
Yes, it is.
Open it up. What's in it? Oh my God, I can't wait.
I choose whether or not I want to eat or whatever is inside it. I don't have to do anything, right?
What is it?
It's a piece of paper that says open.
Uh-oh.
This is getting there. Okay, let's see.
What could it say?
Oh, it's another open. It just keeps saying open. Oh, nice. It's a hearty fuck you.
It says fuck you.
It certainly does. And I went through all that trouble. You could have just told me, Kevin. You made me go
That's
through
the
all
prize
this trouble.
you get. Fuck you.
See how easy that was? And I had to go through all that trouble to get there.
All right.
Here, I will return this.
Thank you for the next guy. Yes.
This
Appreciate that. You don't want to keep that?
to your next victim. For my trip to the Kevin Holly Show? I'll definitely keep that.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. People will say, where'd you get that egg? Kevin Holly Show.
All right, Todd, are you ready to quiz me?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's see. I have 5 hints on my theme, right? Like 5 words?
Yeah,
what
just
if
like we did.
It's not words, though.
Anything goes,
it's
man.
It's a person, people...
it's all good. Just give me the clues.
Names.
Yeah, names are words.
Okay.
Last time I checked, names are words. Hold on, let's start the...
Do I give you the theme for... Oh, no, you guess at the end what you think the...
Exactly.
Oh, gotcha. I'm starting to get the hang of this.
You got 30 seconds.
Okay. First person...
Jump in feet first, Todd.
First person. I'm a drunk poet.
Oh, I'm a drunk poet. Robin Williams.
I'm a drunk poet who sings.
A drunk poet who sings. You are a jester, a clown.
I am a famous drunk poet who sings, and I'm dead.
Famous drunk poet who sings and you're dead.
Love me 2 times, baby, 1 for tomorrow.
Oh, Jim Morrison.
There you go.
Did I get it at the buzzer? I think I did.
Yeah, you got it. I'll say my hints are weak and slow. I apologize. I'll try to take care of that and pick it up for our listeners at home who have fallen asleep. The next clue is also a famous person. First band, Mudcrutch. Maybe, no. Okay.
No. Nitwit got Jim Morrison in the chat room, by the way.
Recently passed away.
Are we harmonizing?
You don't have to live like a refugee.
Tom Petty.
There you
Woo!
go. You got it. Nice.
Hold on. There it is. Am I 2 for 2?
2 for 2. 2 for 2. We're going on number 3 here.
Okay, here we go. 30 seconds on the board.
All right. Singer-songwriter, country genre, country rock experimental genre, 60s and 70s.
George Strait.
No. Had a hit. Hopperito number 1. Hopperito number 2.
Oh, I should know this.
Graham Parsons, Flying Burrito Brothers. Oh.
Who is
I just said it.
The Allman Brothers.
No. From the Flying Burrito Brothers.
Oh, I don't know. You didn't get me with that clue.
Oh, Graham Parsons.
I don't know that one either. Who is Conway?
Graham Parsons.
Right there. You said it.
Yeah, but I said it in my hint too before. I said he sang for the Graham Parsons Flying Burrito Brothers, and I thought, what am I doing? I just said the name.
I should have picked up on that.
Graham Parsons. My apologies.
Nitwit says Lemmy, Tom Petty, and Johnny Cash in the chat room.
Almost.
Nitwit.tv.
All right. Here comes number 4. Group of boys from Jacksonville.
Who are the Backstreet Boys?
Oh, no. 70s, very popular.
Who are the Allman Brothers?
Nope.
Who is Lynyrd Skynyrd?
That's it. You nailed it. Jacksonville Boys, Lynyrd Skynyrd.
I knew it was Lynyrd Skynyrd.
The whole band, original Jacksonville Boys.
I saw them live, man, right after Ronnie Van Zant died and his brother was singing.
Yeah, right.
It was like 1993, 92, something like that. It was a really cool concert, but my friend Dave puked on the guy in front of us. And then I helped him up the stairs into the bathroom, and he couldn't pee. I went in the stall with him, and he had stage fright. And I'm like, dude, I'm not looking. I'm behind you. We're back to back. Just let it go.
Tell me you're not even on stage.
It was horrible. Yeah. Then we got him all the way home, okay? And he sat in the extra cab of his little mini pickup truck, in the back. Actually, I did. He sat in the passenger seat. My girlfriend drove. We got all the way back to Newport Richie, and I was so proud of him. I'm like, dude, look at you, man. You puked on the guy in front of you. You puked in the bathroom. You couldn't pee. Yep. And then here we are on the driveway, getting out of the truck. And he didn't puke all the way home. And he got down to his hands. No, he fell down to his hands and knees and just,
that spoke too soon, Kevin.
I know. That's what I do.
You made him think and use his mind.
Yes.
And that threw him off.
And he's got a great mind. All right, look at the big brain
Number
update.
5.
Number 5. Here we go. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Wait. All right.
Okay. It's a female singer, songwriter. 70s, early 80s.
Diana Ross.
No. Once she had a love, and it was a gas.
Tina Turner.
No. Soon turned out.
It was a gas. I was
had
petrified.
a heart of glass. Come on. She will drive by your house, and if the lights are all out, she'll be around.
It's not Melissa Etheridge, but she comes by my window a lot. I want to say the...
One way or another, she's going to get you.
One way or another.
She's going to get you. Blonde.
Blondie!
Debbie Harry.
I can't give myself that, because you said blonde. And
well, that's Blondie was the band's name, and it was Debbie Harry.
You were looking for Debbie Harry.
Right.
I didn't say Debbie Harry, though. So,
I'm sorry. I took Blondie, though.
But you said blonde, so you can't take blonde.
Okay, so what's the...
What are all of them again?
There's Jim Morrison from Melbourne, Tom Petty from Gainesville, Graham Parsons from Winter Haven, Lynyrd Skynyrd from Jacksonville, Debbie Harry from Miami.
I'm going to say all of these people are famous from being in bands or being artists from the state of Florida. The gun-friendly state of Florida.
That's it.
Much like American Songbox. Am I right?
That's it.
Oh!
That's right. You did it.
Bro, I just want to say thank you for playing the pyramid game with me.
Now, in all honesty, I was going to go a whole other direction with this.
What other direction were you going to go?
I wasn't sure, though. I wasn't sure what the format, platform, what was going to be going on
You
here.
didn't want to be offensive.
There you go.
Sure.
I didn't know what was going to be happening. Now I realize I can offend whoever I want, everybody.
Please do.
Anyway, but no, I was going to come in with, I was going to try to get you to give me 5 of the 7 words that you can't say on the radio from George Carlin.
Nice.
So.
Are all 5 of those words the F word?
No, only one of them, surprisingly.
Do you remember all
enough.
5 off the top of your head?
Well,
off the
there's
dome?
7.
Yeah, the 7 words. Kind of like that song from that awesome punk band.
I don't know if I can do all 7. I know some of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you think?
I'm thinking the F word.
Right.
The S word.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
The C word.
Well, there's cocksucker. you can't say that.
His name's Jaybird.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, I got it all wrong. I was using his birth name. But pussy.
Oh, the P word. Pussy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't do that.
Jay wears a hat like that. There's 3 more?
Yeah, there's 3 more.
That doesn't matter.
That's escaping me.
Yeah, it's all good.
Anyway.
Todd Murphy on the Kevin Holly Show.
Thank you. The pyramid game.
Oh, dude. In the chat room, we got Debbie Harry, guest by Nitwit.tv.
Nice. You got
Nicely done, bro. Blondie. Farewell Tour. Skinner. You got Johnny Cash. Wow, that was wrong.
Nailed it.
Dude.
Yeah, it was Graham Parsons.
Graham Parsons.
Flying
yes.
Burrito Brothers.
How cool is that? Do you like burritos, man?
Burritos are one of my favorite.
Do you like tacos?
Yeah, I like the Mexican food. Yes, sir.
What about Hardee's?
Well, I haven't been there.
How about Hardee's nuts in your face?
I was going to say, here it comes. You can take them off the table now, Kevin.
It's all about having fun on the Kevin Holly Show.
Apparently.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Superdrum. Digis Christ Superdrum. You ever heard of that band? Crazy. They're like aliens.
Oh, man, I think John Legend sang for them. Oh, that was Jesus Christ Superstar. Never mind. On TV there. Never mind.
All right, so Todd.
Yes,
Todd.
I'm still here.
Let's level with us, man.
Uh-oh.
With the listeners. All right, we all know you're talented.
Oh, boy.
We all know you're a stud. We all know that you're going to be hugely famous now after
That's
doing
the
our
sound
show.
studs make. Anyway.
Studs are like,
That's it. I'm a stud.
Would you do these? I'm sorry. I'm at a loss of words here. Would you do us the honor of performing a song? You brought a guitar.
Yeah, I did.
What kind of guitar do you have there?
It's an Alvarez guitar.
Ooh.
It's a semi-jumbo.
All right, well, let's adjust the
I
microphones
like
here.
Semi-jumbos. Yeah, I'd love to play a tune. Thank you for asking, Kevin Holly.
Thank you for performing, bro. All right. I got this one down here for the guitar. Right. See that there? Here, I'm going to turn off the AC. Hold on a second, everybody. We're going to turn off the air conditioning.
All right. Technical stuff.
It's going to get hot. It's going to get real hot. All right. Yeah, get yourself situated there. We got a microphone by your guitar.
That'll work.
Alvarez.
Now scoot in.
Dude, all right. So this is Todd Murphy from American Songbox, about to perform live. Look at this guy. All right, I got that one just down a little bit. Let's do a little sound check. Turn that up a little bit. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that?
Yes, I am.
The floor is yours, my friend.
Kevin Holly. All right, I'm going to try to sing a song here. This song is called Sample, and it's one we've put together recently. And hope you dig it.
Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm going to interrupt you. Would you like me to play the maracas or the bongos?
Oh man, you can play whatever you like. If you feel the beat and you got it.
There's maracas right behind you on that table within arm's reach. There you go. I can keep a little rhythm. I'll not do it, but if I do, it'll be like.
Well, it's a simple 4/4 kind of shuffle kind of bounce like that. Yeah, you got it. Look at that. Right. Kevin Holly on percussion, ladies and gentlemen, with Todd Murphy. Here we go. I've been there and I've seen it and I liked it before. Or maybe can you share me some more? 'Cause one sample taste has left the rest all to waste. Or maybe let me sleep on your floor. Whoa, hey.
or shot shy, because I got no mind and I don't pay no time and do the things unkind and unlasting. So if you're aligned and feeling so inclined, and if we got a common shred of attraction, because I liked it what you did it to me. All this heart once dark and sour's alike and empowered, and it's so good to be free from the powers that bleed. Oh, you're a siren, you're the queen of the sea. Come on and sink your teeth into me. I'll do all your biz and I'll raise all your kids, oh, just to have a spot by your feet. Whoa, hey, you're shot shy, because I got no mind and I don't pay no time and do the things unkind and unlasting. And so if you're aligned and feeling so inclined, and if we've got a common shred of attraction, because I liked it what you did it to me. Oh, now ain't nothing short of dying gonna be what brings the great divide between you and me and the powers that bleed. Because I got no mind, I don't pay no time to do the things unkind and unlasting. And but if you're aligned and feeling so inclined, and if we've got a common shred of attraction, well, because I liked it what you did it to me. Oh, now ain't nothing short of dying gonna be what brings the great divide between you and me and the powers that bleed.
Bro!
Thank you. The short acoustic Kevin Holly in studio version.
I feel like I ruined it, but it was so good.
No, you were on that, mother. Yeah, man. Got that solid 4 going down, but down. That's right, man.
Brother, that was really good, man.
Well, thank you.
It's a great song. Holy crap, man. Glick's in the chat room, like, they always rip on me, like, when are you guys going to actually do something funny, you know? And he's like, when are we going to have fun?
It's not tonight either.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. What are you talking
too,
about, man? Jeez Louise, man. Oh, that was really good,
cool.
dude.
Oh, thank you so much.
Todd Murphy, American Songbox, coming up on April, what was it, 14th?
April 28th.
28th.
Saturday night, Skipper's Smokehouse. It's Tampa, 8 p.m. start with Gypsy Star. It's $10 advance, $13 at the door. You can get tickets at skippersmokehouse.com and also off of their Facebook site.
There you go. And also performing live in studio on the Kevin Holly Show right now.
Holy smokes, it's Todd Murphy.
You got one more in you?
Oh, yeah, sure. Can I? Yeah, sure.
You're asking me? Are you serious?
This is another one that's coming up off the new album from May. The album's going to be called Gallery. This song is called My Living Wake. A lot of people passing away. What are you going to do, you know? But, I mean, there's only one direction to go, and that's forward.
Yeah,
but I wrote this song because I was part of a memorial for somebody, and I thought, man, I want to know the kind of things that people are saying about this guy while I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want, you know, if people feel these things about me, I'd love to know, you know.
No, that's amazing, dude.
Whatever. So I wrote a song called My Living Wake, and this is how it goes. Well, I'm standing on the ocean, and I'm pulling in a breeze. Now I know why songs get written about moments like these, and places like Bakersfield. Some Somebody get a tailor. Somebody call a priest. Somebody tell the baker that there's a funeral feast and everybody's welcome. It's a family affair. Just say that you love me and show me you care while the stars are still shining on my beautiful face. Just say that you need me and share my embrace, 'cause I'm never leaving Bakersfield. When the sun comes up, my mind's made up. No more tooling around, son. I'm packing up all my stuff that I'm wanting to take. This is my living way. There ain't no hustle in the morning. There ain't no hurry in the street. Ain't nobody acting nervous. Ain't no one being mean. So I'm never leaving Bakersfield. When the sun comes up, my mind's made up. No more tooling around, son. I'm packing up all my stuff that I'm wanting to take. This is my living way.
Bro.
Thank you.
I mean, come on, man.
Thank you so much, Kevin Holly Show.
That is just awesome, brother. Awesome. You know, I wish.
man.
No, you're welcome. Thank you, dude. Like, I wish that I could play music like that. It's one of the coolest things in the world. Somebody that can be so entertaining and just like. There's something that happens. It makes the hair on your neck stand up. That makes the hair on your arm stand up. It makes you want to like just like bob your head and just, you know what I mean? That was a beautiful song, man.
I crazy enjoy it. I love playing and performing.
Oh, you should. You're really good at it, dude.
Thank you.
You playing, performing, writing, singing,
very nice.
tuning, things I can't do. No, thank you, man. That is so amazing, dude. Again, American Songbox. You just heard Todd Murphy live in studio on the Kevin Holly Show. I'll tell you what, man, that was powerful.
Very nice. Thank you.
That was a really good one.
Thank you so much.
I listened to what's that band? Not Sonic Youth. Social Distortion.
Oh yeah.
They have a song called Bakersfield.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's a really good song. But yours seems your song about now that wasn't called Bakersfield.
Yeah.
What was the name of the song again?
My Living Wake.
Living Wake. That's right. I don't know. There's something about that song that kind of maybe it's because you sang Bakersfield so many times in the song.
Brought you back to.
It brought me back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yours was like more intriguing. You know what I mean? It was more like it grabbed my attention more. Whereas the Social Distortion song, kind of like it was just like a melodic, heavy guitar.
Sure.
Just like a driving song. Not driving guitar, but like driving
that's
guitar.
them. They're a.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So who are your influences, man? Before we break and you get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Who makes your clock tick, man?
Well, gosh, I really like Daniel Johnston, and I always enjoyed Cat Stevens, George Harrison. Apart from with the Beatles stuff, but George Harrison, I always enjoyed his specific writing. Yeah. Bob Dylan, of course, I've always been a big fan of his.
Can you do a Bob Dylan impression?
I don't know.
I'm just asking,
Maybe I
don't mean to throw you off.
If I could do a Bob Dylan impression. No, that was terrible.
Good,
oh my
man.
gosh.
No,
I don't
good.
know.
Come on.
But oh yeah, gosh. But I always liked, like I said, Daniel Johnston. I thought Beck's writing was really good. I think Dean and Gene Ween,
yeah.
just really great writing, those
Pushing
boys.
Up Daisies,
that was one of the most underrated. I mean, they had some goofy stuff and they ended up with that kind of staple, but I really enjoy their songwriting and their lyrics, and apart from just being a band, that was more art. You've got some bands that are just bands, great music, make you dance all night and feel good, and then you have just art that's coming at you, and Talking Heads always reminded me of that, like art. David Byrne is coming, and I'm so excited I'm going to go see him, but
where's he coming, Mahaffey? Or,
I think I'm going to see him at the Mahaffey.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
I can't wait. I haven't seen him yet, and I love him.
I grew up with that, man. I'm an 80s brat myself. I totally can relate with you on that.
But like King Missile,
Missile,
Bongwater, Ween. I just ate all of that music up. Those guys were just touching other stuff that nobody was bothering with at the time,
When you say things like that, it brings me back to the early 90s, some of the late 80s, when I was a teenager, and I think of stuff like the Dead Milkmen. You ever get into the Dead Milkmen?
Yeah.
A little bit. I know they're kind of funny and just weird and,
They had a good sound. The Eat Your Paisley album was pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah. The Big Lizard in Your Backyard, that one was cool. But you think about that, like, it's hard to compare something like George Harrison to, you step it back a little bit, you go to Ween, and then I think of, like, the Dead Milkmen. But
it's all coming from the same place.
Thank you.
Regardless of the genre. It's coming from a place that's, in my opinion, outside yourself, and you manage to tap into it. And however it's interpreted through that individual's managing to get to that place, to tap through that and to break your own, self, and it comes out no matter what the genre is.
Does that make you or us or our friends musical nerds?
No, of course not, because there's a whole other side of it that's the same as far as listening to it. Right. Because listening to music can do the same thing.
Yeah.
It can break you away from that.
Yeah,
and it can take you to those places that you otherwise might not have achieved just on your own, the same way poetry can, the same way a painting, art can. Music, to me, is breaking through, elements of life and consciousness and awareness that you might not have ever been able to accomplish on your own without that trigger, without that push towards those directions. And so, I think all art, whether it's writing, poetry, or music, songwriting, painting, sculpture, anything, all art is accomplishing that task of getting people outside of themselves and to become more aware, acutely aware of other perspectives of what's around them, and it's being presented to them in a way that's not just dialogue and words, which people can misinterpret, which people can take any way they want to based on their own perception. Whereas what I like about art, songwriting, and all those things is when you look at something or you listen to something, you can personalize it and you can identify it to your own form. A lot of times I don't like it when an artist explains what his piece means. Oh, this painting means this. When I wrote that song, this was on my mind. That's really nice. I might get a little more insight, and but as myself personally, they burst my bubble on what I got out of it and how I interpreted it and what it meant to me.
Yeah, it's like what people often say that. Excuse me. People often say that music. You listen to the lyrics and the words of the song, and you paint a picture, a mental picture in your head. Mm-hmm. And that goes for all of art, but specifically music. And that's what I enjoy. Like, I've listened to, I've been around the block a bunch of times. Not nearly as many as you guys have, you know what I mean? But in my own right, I've seen so many bands and listened. I've been to hundreds of concerts, locally, nationally, whatever. Mm-hmm. And when you paint the picture of what the song means to you, like I was at the Sandbar. I saw a band called Together in Exile. And I met their bass player, Island, and we were having a beer on the patio, and I didn't know who he was. Their band hadn't played yet. And then their band played, and I caught him afterwards. And I walked up to him, and I was like, there's a lot of, like, hard rock tonight, but your band, I could understand the words, so I was able to, because it wasn't as much like screaming,
Sure.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, that one song, and I mentioned it, I said what I thought it meant, and he's like, no, you're totally wrong. That song was actually about, the singer's girlfriend in a relationship or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, holy crap, it blew me away. Wow, And I thought I nailed it. I thought I knew exactly what that song was. Sure. But that's the beauty of it, And that was the conversation we had. That's what it's all about.
Remember when Dee Snider went up before Al Gore about
man.
the censorship stuff
I
way
saw
back in
that.
the late 80s?
The courtroom video of that? Oh, it was
whatever
awesome, yeah.
And the guy is saying, well, your song Under the Knife is obviously, well, Al Gore, not the guy. Al Gore is saying it's obviously about, masochism and, this and that and about this. And he's saying, no. It's about my guitar player's surgery he had for his throat. He had throat surgery with Under the Knife. It was about all the, fear and things that you go through.
And that's
in that
legitimately
situation.
what it was, man,
And he said, but I guess as a listener, you can interpret things, and that's the beauty of art.
You're fine.
And that's the beauty of, personal identification and personal interpretation.
And why censor that?
And he said, right. And so, but now it opened up a dialogue. And we're able to talk about it, and we're able to, but
So many cool things,
what you said just reminded me of that. So.
That's cool. I'm glad I was able to trigger your memory, jog your memory of some
good old Dee Snider.
Oh my God! All right, well let's take our last break.
Sure.
I don't know if you want to stick around or if you're going to take off.
I'm here.
Are you serious? Or do you really want to stick
around?
around?
Let's burn the midnight oil, man.
Do you really want to do that? All right.
I know the show's over at 11, but I'm not leaving till 2. What do you want to do?
I leave at like 11:05. What are you talking about?
11 and 30 seconds. I am out the door.
I don't know what you painted in your mind listening to the show before, but
I heard there was an after party.
There should be. We could probably gather people outside.
There's enough of them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Hey, everybody! Oh, look, they're holding up signs. Todd Murphy is great. Oh, wow! They're listening out there. That's great.
Dude, we should do that. We should have like a parking lot listening party, but we should tell them it's a parking lot across the street. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we'll get one of those like little FM broadcasting antennas that's barely legal, that only goes like a mile, and it'll be a listening party out there, and they'll think they're outside of that building over there.
We can get the waving guy thing, and people will just think it's part of the. People just think it's part of the parking lot over there. No, it's just part of the sales thing.
Jesus, dude, that would be like Pops. It would be painted like Pops. Like
I love it.
Woo, 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 one of those spaghetti-looking guys. All right.
Well, we're going to work on this idea.
I think it's a great idea, yeah. Well, I don't know if I should let you work on it with me, because then you want to take credit for it, and then I'll have to pay you, and I don't pay anybody anything, so...
I'm going to want my 10%.
10% of negative...
10% of nothing.
You're going to owe me, dude. All right, Todd Murphy from American Songbox.
Thank you.
We'll come back after this break. Enjoy more songs. I think there's 3 songs during this break from American Songbox, with a little bit of Jaybird talking about gerbils.
Fantastic.
And we'll talk more with Todd Murphy when we come back from this break. We'll do a little strange news and just kind of chill out and finish the show. Here we go. We'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show. Wait a minute. What happened here?
Oh, great.
I jostled the hard drive.
We're not taking a break yet.
Oh, you can never jostle the hard drive. Hear that? That noise?
Boop-a-doop.
Yep, that's what happens when you jostle the hard drive. You know what we can do, though, instead?
We can keep saying jostle.
Schmeckle
jostle.
I think I can pull this break up, though, if you just hang out with us for another second here before the break. It should play.
Hi, this is Lisa.
Here we go. Be right back.
You are listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
You don't think that I know, but I know, just how far there is to fall till you go, The waters receded, the mountains divided, providing no excuse for you. So while we are here, let's finish what we started. 'Cause you want me alone. Well, now you got me alone. And now that we are here alone, why don't you bring it on home? Because you want me alone. Well, now you got me alone. And now that we are here alone, why don't we bring this on home? This is the age of illusion. We rise and we fall on the edge of delusion. What once was withheld has now been provided. The sun, the stars that meet the you. The universe moves to unite what's divided, divided, divided. 'Cause you want me alone. Well, now you got me alone. And now that we're here alone, why don't you bring it on home? Because you got me alone. Oh yeah, you want me alone. But now that we are here alone, why don't you bring this on home? You don't think that I know, but I know. You don't think that I know, but I know. You don't think that I know, but I know. You don't think that I know, but I know. But I know, but I know. Well, I know. Well, I know. Well, I know. Well, I know.
Pops is like, what the hell are these guys talking about right now?
I swear to God, I'll do a gerbil live on Periscope if I ever hang out with Glick. Like,
wait, you mean you would do a gerbil?
Yeah, I'll shove one right up there.
How?
Just put a. I don't know.
Would it be a gerbil or a fancy
I'll
hamster?
have to Google it or something.
Fancy hamster. Fancy hamster's awesome.
Which one's smaller?
A guinea pig.
The gerbil.
All right, gerbil then.
All right, tell me what you think of this.
I bought a gerbil at the petting zoo. If Richard gave him to it, I can't.
That's how they spelled gear.
Yeah,
They spelled it my way.
Well, Pops, what do you got to say about that?
Gerbil is smaller than a guinea pig.
I know. I was being.
Kevin has 2 guinea pigs at home.
I got one with me.
Where exactly is it?
I'll bend over. I'll show
Sitting
you.
right next to him.
It's in my Kia. He's driving.
Clitoris. Clitoris. Clitoris.
you're us, making your distance, we're calling my love. Love is greater than the warmth of the heart, and life is bigger than the sum of its parts. It's high time we come and leave a lonely alone. The hope of the heart is the heart of the home. That some goals will come round. They're calling you out after several years down, wanting to shake you from the life that you found. But that is all an illusion. This is just the same day. It's light and it's dark. It's just a game that we play with mind and emotion, with time and delay, time and delay, time and delay. Love is greater than the warmth of the heart, and life is bigger than the sum of its parts. It's high time we come and leave a lonely alone. The hope of the heart is the heart of the home, the home of our own, the song of the soul, the swallow of the solstice, the giving control to the source of the flow as we float on the stone. Only flesh over bone, but we're making it whole. We're taking this home, we're making it our
Ask Kathy if she knows the difference between a pygmy village and a women's track team.
I think you just did, Pops.
I think she heard you, Pops.
Ask her, does she know?
Kathy?
None of them play lacrosse?
What is the difference between a pygmy village and a
women's track team?
And a women's track team. Kathy, do you know the answer? What is the difference between a women's track team and a pygmy village?
I would say the track is shorter.
She doesn't know.
I know the answer, Pops.
So wait, I know you do. I don't want you to tell it. See if Glick knows the answer.
Please.
Kathy says, hold on. She's computing.
She's Googling it right now. Wait a minute. No. Don't tell me Kathy is somebody subjected to having sex with Glick. No. Oh, okay.
She says pygmies have boners. I'm going to have to say wrong answer. Pops, enlighten us, please. What is the difference between a woman's track team and a pygmy village?
Well, the one are a bunch of cunning runts.
Okay, can I do it again?
Hey! Hey, Pops. 3 baby seals were walking down the sidewalk, right?
How many?
3 baby seals walking down the street.
3?
3 baby seals walking down the street.
Did you say 3?
Yes, sir, 3. 3, yes, trace.
Yeah, he said 3 like 3 times.
Yes.
One for your pee-pee and one for each of you little hanging guys.
So 3 baby seals are walking down the street, right? 2 of them walked into a club. The 3rd one lived. Thank you. Get it? Because
I'll explain it to you later, Dad.
They club baby seals. And,
You know what my favorite joke in the whole time world is, Pops?
Your face in the mirror?
Why did the monkey fall out of the tree?
It was dead.
It was dead. It was so dead.
This guy was in bed with this wild woman, and all of a sudden there's a beat on the door. She said, "Oh my God, that's my husband. He's been out drinking. You better jump out the window." He says, "But honey, this is the 13th floor." She says, "This is no time to be superstitious. Jump."
That's a good one, Pops. That's good shit.
All right, I'm going to relinquish my seat here shortly.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. And I think I've been warming it up for whose butt do you think looks more like mine, Kevin? Whose butt do you want next to me?
Next to
you. I think we should do a touch and...
after day, hour after hour, hand in hand in the moonlight, as we walk among the flowers, absorbed in the moon glow and under your power. Moments like these, they bring me to the knees, so I'm leaving it up to you. Step after step, mile after mile, movement by movement, making smile after smile. With you here with me, all of this while. 'Cause moments like those, they help this body know, so I'm bringing it home to you. Again to begin. Again to begin, yes. To have it begin again with all guns unloaded, nothing pretend. The cards out on the table and the damage has been left outside. To think that you could be my friend, my lover, my lady. The time we just spend on you is the time spent on me. Because if ever together two could be, then we. thank you, I'll always say believe. Go to the ends of the earth for you, all upon my hands and knees. For the stroke of a finger, for your scent on the breeze. Just right off the start, you gave into my heart, so I'm coming in straight for you. Again to begin. Again to begin, yes, 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 yes. To have it begin again, each moment, each movement, each signal we send, saying what we're meaning when we're meaning, leaving nothing inside, no. An intention that should never end, to love and to live, to remove with a kiss, any risk that would come in between. Because if ever forever could be seen, it's in you and me.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there?
Clitoris.
You listening?
Clitoris. Clitoris.
I love that. That's Pop saying the word clitoris. I had no choice but to take that out and
had to sample it up.
Yep. Welcome back to the third and final hour of the Kevin Holly Show with Todd Murphy. We're still here, man.
Where are you at?
I'm right here. Where are you at?
I'm over there.
Are you over there?
I'll call myself over in a minute.
I'm going to call you everybody. Remember? Everybody.
Everybody's here.
Everybody. Are you a big mumble rap fan? Who's your favorite mumble rapper?
I don't know.
Is it Young Jeezy? Young Weezy? Lil Weezy?
You know? I thought, oh man. I can't think
You
of
don't
a
have
name.
to have one, dude.
I really don't have one.
Our listener would think less of you if you did.
Wiz Khalifa.
Hey, man, Wiz Khalifa was cool on the Sublime with Rome album,
Sure.
where he came in and he's like, talking about like rolling dubs and stuff.
Hey.
I don't know, dude.
Dubs.
MarijuanaGolf.com, everybody. Check out our sponsor.
Check them out. And then go golfing.
And then golf. Yeah, try not to hurt anybody. I don't think people who smoke weed and golf hurt anybody, really.
No.
Dude,
No.
my sister and her ex-husband used to live on a golf course. Like, their house was, like, backed up to a golf course.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. But they had to get these, like, weird plate, like, glass coverings for their windows.
Right.
Because they had so many broken
They
windows.
didn't want people to see the marijuana they were growing in the house.
It's a grow house.
Speaking of marijuana and golf, he said, my family members.
Delete. Now, where's my dump button? I wish it was that cool, dude. If so, we'd have a bigger studio, dude. Oh, man. Do you like any hip-hop or anything like that, Todd?
Sure. Yeah. I couldn't really name like who a lot of the artists are, but I've heard some stuff that I've enjoyed.
What about the Beastie Boys, maybe?
Oh, I've loved the Beasties forever. Yeah,
there
the
you go.
Beasties are hot. Yeah.
The Beasties are hot?
Yeah, man.
I don't know if that sounds right, man.
Oh, yeah, check out the Beasties. Google that, hot beasties. But and then after you're done Googling that, also Cypress Hill, I've always enjoyed. Cypress Hill is pretty good.
Hand on the pump.
One hand on the Google, on the schmeckle.
Todd Murphy gets a joke drum. One hand on the schmickle fritz. Have you ever eaten at schmickle fritz?
That's it.
Oh, man. All right. Let's
We're going to
do
make
this.
it.
All right. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties with my hard drive. I need a soft drive, man. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why don't they have a soft drive?
Hard drives are overrated.
They are totally overrated, man.
Yeah.
I got a bad cable.
I like a semi-firm.
Yeah, I need a
hard drive.
I got a broken black cable up in here. Lane cable. Anyway, I think we should do something. I don't know. I can't pull up the bit though, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm so angry about it because I have it right here, but it just won't let me play it. See that? Look at that. I just can't do it, man. I wonder if I do it like this. Wait a minute. I think I know how to do it. If we go back to this, right? I've never used this before.
Uh-oh.
So I go here.
That doesn't make any sense.
I go here.
Uh-oh.
No music found. No. All right, hold on a second. Todd Murphy, you're about to witness me doing, hold on a second. If I pull it up like this, I think I go to here, then I go to here, and I go to open recent files.
Oh my gosh.
And I just go to, it's not even in there. Yeah, it is. It is.
Computer stuff.
Dude, look at it. It's right here. You know what it is? You know what it is, Todd Murphy?
It's the newest new folder / promos.
Dude, look at the big brain on Todd Murphy. Here we go. It's not going to do it. Unbelievable.
Oh, man, but we gave it our best try.
We did. We did try. It's time for strange news, Todd.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
What kind of strange news is out there?
First on the docket, man. How about this?
Uh-oh.
Local story. Tampa road rage incident turns fatal. You ever been in road rage?
Well, that's happened before. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. Yes, I have been involved in a road rage.
Was it you being the raging one?
No, I used to drive with a buddy all the time in Connecticut who was an absolute maniac, and we've had so many milkshakes thrown on our windshield and then can't see, and you're doing 75, 80 down the highway, and you have to suddenly get over it.
Milkshakes? I mean, where are you driving,
Oh
man?
my gosh. These people would throw everything at his car.
No, specifically milkshakes.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you driving through Disney? Is there a Disney up there?
There's people who like McDonald's on the highway throwing milkshakes at our car.
Were they mint milkshakes?
One time I think it was like a helmet, it was like a construction helmet, like in those hard hats. And it dented the windshield, and I just told him I cannot drive with you anymore. People hate you, and you drive terrible.
What was he driving?
Yeah, everything. One time he had a 78 Riviera.
Oh, dude, Buick Riviera.
That was really hot. Had that crazy back windshield that was all crazy swoopy shaped. Anyway, but yeah, as far as me though, personally, as the driver, I have not been somebody who has caused road rage, but there's people who have been upset with me because I'm a good driver. And they want it to be bad drivers, and they don't like it. So.
Nitwit's in the chat room. He says the Kevin Holly Show needs more dildos.
Oh.
Yeah, well, because Glick's show has a box of dildos in the background.
He did have one in that box. I ended up pulling out the Easter egg, though, because I knew what I was feeling when I was.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not pulling the dildo.
I'm no dummy. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't just have miscellaneous ones hanging around the studio here.
Well, Philbert's not here, so.
Yeah, so I mean, we can't do anything without Philbert.
Glick says Kevin's sister wishes she could divorce him. Also, I don't know where that came from, but it's a strange place you're in there, Glick.
There we
what the
go.
hell is that all
Sorry about that, brother.
Like, come on, Glick.
Do it.
Just click it, man.
Do it. Oh, click it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just click it. Click it real good. It's funny that you say that because how do I pull up the other stuff? Hold on a second. I'm tired of this, man.
There's nothing else to pull up.
No, there's this. Don't jostle that. All right, don't jostle that, okay?
All right, I won't touch it.
All right. I won't touch it. Because you know why?
Because jostling it would be bad?
No, because this gives me allows me the opportunity to play the Glick It song.
Oh, do you have one?
I do.
I can't wait.
Here you go. One of my famous parodies. Here you go, Glick, you dick.
This song goes out to a very special someone.
Todd, I want your critique on this. Let me know if this is any good or not. I played the synthesizer on this.
Oh, I can hear that. That's your style.
some mad Glick. He'll give your ass a lick. God. Smoke on some crack.
Oh.
He'll vape your mother's stash. He vapes. Yeah.
Well.
When a question comes along, you must click it. When Jaybird hits the bong, you must click it. His periscope's too long, you must click it. Now click it. Hit his vape. Vape it up. He's not straight. Step forward. He'll give you head. Try to protect it. Let's not vape. Then click it. Click it good. I'm sorry I subjected you to this. When a gay guy turns around,
that's art.
He will click it. He will go down on a clown. He will click it. Everyone thinks he's gay until they click it. Oh, God. I say click it. Okay, so you said it's art.
You think Glick is blushing?
I say click it.
Because I am.
My middle name is Arthur, for real. Kevin Arthur. Art is my middle name.
Art is actually your middle name.
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway, that happened.
All right. Oh, I'm going to go home and click it.
So, Tampa police are investigating a homicide that apparently resulted from a road rage incident that happened while a truck and a car were stopped at a traffic light. The incident occurred just before 11:30 a.m. today at the intersection of Fowler Avenue and Interstate 275.
Wow.
It's right down over there by Carrollwood, right?
I'm going to avoid that area.
Well, I think it's over now. I
don't think I have an option. I'll be in there at some point.
Police said a Dodge Ram truck. Right there, guilty. Dodge Ram truck. And a black BMW. Why does it got to be black, Todd? You know? They were at a light when the driver...
Didn't say what color the Dodge Ram was. Could have been red. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't read. The driver of the BMW got out of his vehicle to verbally confront the driver of the truck, 56-year-old Gilbert Cerna.
Gilbert.
Cerna remained in the truck, and police said the BMW driver inflicted upper body trauma on Cerna.
Think Philbert lied about his name?
Could be.
Gilbert.
Philbert
was like, my name's Gilbert. That's it.
He doesn't drive. He did drive a BMW.
Oh, see? It's all coming together.
So
we're cracking this case wide open. Nothing gets by us. Let's call these people. What is this, Bay News 9?
Yes. Cerna tried to follow the BMW as it headed west on Fowler Avenue, but eventually stopped at West 109th Avenue and North Ashley. Again, close to downtown. Officers performed CPR on Cerna, but he later died at a local hospital. The driver of the Beamer has not been located.
Oh, the black Beamer?
Yeah. So there's a black Beamer out there that the driver inflicted upper body trauma. What does that even mean, dude? Like,
sounds like he screwed somebody up pretty good.
You like punch somebody. That's like the whole castle doctrine. Like if somebody punches you through your car window, you could die by upper body trauma. You know.
That's true.
So you should have the right to be able to shoot them dead right there in the street.
I guess.
Anyway, strange thing happened to me earlier in the Dump Tower parking lot.
Yeah.
All right, that story went nowhere. I thought it was going to be better than that, but
I don't know. Yeah, that was just a sad story.
This is an uplifting story.
Oh, I hope so.
A man was arrested in Treasure Island. Treasure Island police.
Treasure Island. Nothing bad happens there. What could possibly have gone wrong?
It's a treasure, and it's an island.
And it's an island. I mean, what the hell? You got them both.
Yeah, I know a guy who studied...
Double whammy.
He went to medical school in the Caribbean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Medical island.
Medical island. Anyway, police have arrested a man they say exposed himself to a girl on Saturday.
Oh, ouch.
At least it wasn't to another guy, I guess. I mean, it's to each his own.
That happens too.
So, authorities said the man, identified as 23-year-old Joshua Banks.
Oh, a young guy.
Josh was charged with attempted kidnapping and lewd and lascivious exhibition. He was also charged with possession of marijuana and paraphernalia.
Oh, of course he was.
Yeah, what kind of paraphernalia, though, you know?
I don't know.
Well, Banks refused to answer questions as he was being transported to the Pinellas County Jail, but according to police, the incident happened at about 6:50 p.m. Saturday, March 31st, as the girl walked down Lagoon Lane.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a great name for a street in Treasure Island, Lagoon Lane.
Yeah.
Dude, like
that's where the treasure is.
It could have been Heartwood Lane. That would have been really bad, you know. So she told police a white two-door sedan was driving slowly behind her and eventually passed her. The car then came to a stop several feet ahead of her, and the suspect reportedly asked her for help. She ignored him and continued walking. He's like, hey, can you help me? Hey, help me out. Can you help me? She's like, no, I'm just going to keep walking. So she ignored him. That's when she said the man got out of his car and exposed himself. The girl ran away and called 911.
Oh, good thinking.
So Treasure Island Police Chief Armand Bordeaux.
That's him.
He said during a press conference Wednesday that Banks was, he had a history of exposing himself in Pinellas County.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
he likes it. That's why they call him the street.
I wonder, like, how do you get to that point, dude? Like, you go out there and expose yourself, like, on the regular, you know?
It's not the marijuana. It's got to be the paraphernalia.
I would think it's the paraphernalia, you know? Unless he's, like, maybe if he's on, like, the fake weed, you know, what is that stuff called? Like, K2, synthetic marijuana?
Synthetic.
Yeah. Where does that come from? Does that come from Silicon Valley? You know, I don't even know. Yeah.
I betcha.
It might.
Yeah, why not? They're smart. They can probably come up with stuff like that.
Did you hear about the people in Chicago, in Illinois, rather?
What's that?
They're bleeding out of their eyeballs. There's like a bad strain of synthetic marijuana going around.
That makes you bleed out of your eyeballs?
Yeah, and 2 people died.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I haven't heard
this
one.
joke with you? Would I ever joke with you?
Bleeding eyeballs from synthetic marijuana. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
So during our next legislative session, I intend to address our state representative with the need to enhance the penalty for repeat offenders who commit lewd and lascivious acts. A crime that is currently classified as a misdemeanor no matter how many times they offend. So, son of a bitch, dude, if you want to expose yourself, you only get a parking ticket in Treasure Island.
Wow.
Yeah. That's perfect.
So at least if you let people know that you don't get the hard offense until you've done it multiple times.
The hard offense?
They'll feel like they have the opportunity to do the soft offenses first.
I think that's how it goes,
With no trouble.
Yeah, you start soft and then go hard.
Right,
I'm pretty sure.
And then you work yourself up to the bigger offenses.
Police confirmed that a tip from a resident who saw the story on Spectrum, Bay News 9, and recognized Banks' car, which was caught on security camera footage, led to the arrest.
And who said Bay News 9 doesn't give out the good tips?
Just the tips. Spectrum,
just the
Bay News 9. Speaking of tips, man.
Well, that's a boy. I hope they give that guy what he's got coming to him.
There's just everything you say is just like an innuendo right now.
I don't mean it to be.
It should be, though.
That's the way it goes when you're talking about this. I mean,
you ever been to Philadelphia?
How do you pull out of something like that?
You really got the shaft in that, dude.
Hey, boy.
You know, they're changing the law. They gave him the shaft. It's not cool at all. Out-of-control trash truck smashes vehicles in Philadelphia. You ever been to Philly?
Wow. Yes, I have, actually.
Do you like their cheese?
Yeah, their cheesesteaks are good.
What about their cream cheese?
You can get a bacon steak. That's really good.
Oh, man, that sounds good.
Yeah, the Philadelphia cream cheese people. Yeah, you can get it for free there. They have a spigot outside of the
You can't say that on the show, bro.
You just do the spigot.
You can't say that word.
And then you get and you fill up your tub from the spigot.
You take cheese baths. That's why they have a cheesecloth.
That's right.
That's where it came from. Yep. Yeah, dude, you're like a genius.
I'm telling you.
So in Philadelphia, an out-of-control trash truck smashed into a row of parked cars along a residential street in Philly, but no injuries have been reported. Thank God.
No injuries.
Neighbors say they heard a series of loud booms around 3:30 a.m. Wednesday that caused them to bolt out of bed.
I tell you, trash trucks make loud booms without crashing into anything. They are the loudest vehicles.
Yeah. Totally.
I mean, one could crash and I wouldn't know. It'd be like, boom! I'd think, oh, they got my trash.
Thank you.
That's it. Thanks for
I
your
left
help.
some Gatorade for you guys.
I
Merry Christmas.
know when they crash. Wow. Yeah. I guess because there is a series of loud booms, apparently.
So they found a number of vehicles destroyed on the street in South Philly. One station wagon. Dude, a station wagon in Philly? No way.
That's awesome.
What are they doing? Like, hey, we're going to get the kids together. We're going to go see an Eagles game. We're going to flip over a fucking police car. And, my station wagon. Oh, my God, what happened to it? The top of the hood and windshield of a red Saab was also damaged. KYW.
The station wagon had been pushed on top of the red Saab. Who's ever driving this trash truck was doing a really great job.
He's doing a bang-up job.
I want to see the dash cam footage.
So, Tarona Welch. Oh, fuck. She's guilty.
Toronto.
Her SUV was damaged. It sounded like a train came off the track or something out here. Police are still investigating.
Oh, well, good for them.
Email seeking comment from the Gold Media Environmental, which owns the truck, was not immediately returned Wednesday. I can't wait to
Doesn't
follow
mean
up.
It wasn't returned.
Yeah.
What were they looking for something? It just wasn't immediately returned.
Yeah,
did we not return your call quick enough? Media people, sorry, we're busy dealing with a trash truck that crashed all over these public vehicles. So we can't get back to you right away. We apologize.
Right. Their PR guys like, look, dude, it made noise, it crashed. I don't know. Yeah, it's Philly. You guys
sounds like you guys already had the story. You don't really need us to call you. Sounds like you've got it under control. Thanks for the call, though.
Glick in the chat room says that the Kevin Holly Show is the Philadelphia of podcasts.
It is when I'm on it.
I'll give him one, dude.
That was great.
He also said Spice. Yeah. He was wearing marijuanagolf.com gear, says Nitwit. That's awesome. Going back to the last story. All right, let's squelch this story, man. Just like they did in Beverly Hills 90210. Just squelch it. All right, police investigate reports of zombie raccoons. Bro, Todd, have you ever been attacked by a raccoon or any other marsupial or rodent?
Only the zombie type. So I can really relate to whatever this story is.
I'm going to write a song about it, because in Youngstown, Ohio, police are investigating reports of zombie-like raccoons. Okay?
Wow.
WKBN TV, that's our newest affiliate, reports Youngstown police have Youngston? I think you said Youngston.
But are they eating other raccoons, or are they eating just anything?
I don't know. Youngstown police received more than a dozen calls. That's over 12. A baker's dozen would be 13. They've received a baker's dozen of calls in the past 3 weeks about raccoons acting strangely in the daytime.
Yeah, they're hanging outside 7-Eleven, smoking cigarettes and asking people to buy them beer.
They're like, Friday night, woo!
Like, who's got the dope?
Photographer Robert Coggleshell. I love that name. It's like Cockleshell. Bob Coggleshell.
He probably changed it to that just for his journalism job. This will get me work. I'm Robert Coggleshell.
Reporting live, Robert Coggleshell, WKBN TV. He says he was playing with his dogs outside his home last week when one such raccoon approached them. Cockleshell says the animal would stand on its hind legs, show its teeth, and fall over backwards.
That's totally zombie behavior. I mean,
sounds like me at the end
textbook,
of the... Yeah.
Textbook zombie behavior.
Every streetwalker outside has done that this
we've
week.
got 20 of them since the show started.
They're waving flags, man. They're marching outside for American Songbox.
Oh, man.
It's crazy, dude.
I love my fans.
The raccoon Coggleshell saw and 14 others police responded to were euthanized. How did they euthanize them?
14 police were euthanized?
That's what it says, dude. That's why I love it. I love this.
Raccoon Coggleshell saw and 14 others police responded. Oh, I thought it said 14 police were euthanized.
This is where grammar is important.
That's
Dude,
right.
It's funny that
we
you
got to put a
that.
comma in there.
Yeah.
Because that really threw me off. Okay.
That's grammar's so important. Where's your editor?
Who is this journalist? Is this Coggleshell? Who's writing this?
It's terrible. He needs to change his name to I can't spell.
My God.
Robert, I can't spell.
Use a comma. Anyway, okay.
Think about it, though, man. You know what I heard on the radio tonight? I believe it was like Rush Limbaugh or somebody mentioned it. He said that this whole white privilege thing, they're saying that people that are so smart that they paid attention in school, right? And they learned how to use the language correctly and use punctuation and spelling and grammar correctly. They are privileged over other people, and it's not fair. And it's another example of white privilege. It's not fair that you paid attention in school, Todd.
That's a pretty isolated example of the overall subject.
Yeah, it was redonkulous.
I mean, we could pick one out of the thousands of ways people could be privileged or not privileged.
What do you think about Robert Cockleshell? Is he not privileged at all?
Unless he's one of the people who were euthanized by the police, I wouldn't think he has anything to worry about.
I think we should euthanize his editing skills.
Other than the raccoons in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
the State Department of Natural Resources, God, they have so many departments, man. They say the animals.
Well.
Yeah, I guess. It seems like a waste of money. But
people need work.
I'm one of them.
A department of department control. Somebody's got to control all these departments.
I'm going to file this show in the to be filed file.
See?
So the State Department of Natural Resources says the animals were likely suffering from distemper, not rabies.
Oh, they were upset.
Aw, poor guys.
Okay.
Poor guys. You got to kill them, you know.
Distemper.
The viral disease causes coughing, tremors, and seizures and leads raccoons to lose their fear of humans. Have you ever met a raccoon that's not scared of humans?
I tell you, they're pretty demonstrative. They'll come right up to you. They don't, yeah.
Dude, I used to have a floating dock on the Pithilachaskoti River right over here, right? And a raccoon went down the dock steps, you know, and I was on the dock fishing, and it was like 3 a.m, and I looked at this raccoon, and it stood up on its hind legs, and it hissed at me. It showed its teeth, but it didn't fall backwards. Instead, it bum rushed me, dude. And I was like, what do I do? Jump in the water, you know? So instead, I stomped my feet, and I kicked my fishing pole around to make noise and tried to scare it and put my arms out big like it was a bear, you know. And I'm like, get out of here, raccoon! And it climbed the tree, the oak tree, right next to the entrance
Yelling
to my dock.
at you from the tree.
Yeah, and it stayed there, and it never left. It just stared at me, dude. And I was scared to walk under it, you know, and leave.
Jump down on your head.
Dude, I was stuck on my own dock for like 4 hours, man. But I caught the biggest goddamn trouser trout I've ever seen.
See?
Yeah.
If that raccoon wasn't there, you might have left early. Might not have got that trout.
You'd never see this trouser
And
trout.
that might have been why the raccoon was there, just waiting for you to pull a nice fish out and try to get it.
But why did he have to hiss at me like that?
It's probably a privileged raccoon.
That's what I'm saying.
He's thinking, you know, if I hang here long enough, I'll get that fish.
It's because he was bigger than me.
Because I don't have to work for it. You know? This guy's scared of me, I can tell. I'm going to get that fish.
Well, authorities are asking residents to report raccoons behaving unusually to their local police station. Now, at this point in the show, I'd like to make a prank phone call to the Newport Richey Police Department and tell them about the rabid raccoon story that I had years ago and see if they've handled it, if it's going to be handled. But something tells me it's a bad idea.
Tell them these raccoons are up to no good. They got cigarettes rolled up in their T-shirt sleeves, and they're riding their motorcycles all over the neighborhood.
They're eating faces, man. They're zombie raccoons, man. All right, what else have we got here, man? We're running out of time, Todd.
Oh, my God, what's going to beat zombie raccoons?
Follow-up. Police say that a woman set visiting ex on fire during Easter get-together.
Well, that's when you do it.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I mean...
Altamonte Springs, that's near where your neck of the woods.
It's the day of forgiveness. So, you know, if there's any time you want to try to get away with something, that's the day to do it. Yeah.
A Florida woman who had just broken up with her longtime boyfriend set him on fire during an Easter dinner. Siobhan Perez. I'm sorry, did I have to do it?
Alvarez? What?
Perez?
Perez?
Perez.
Siobhan.
Siobhan. I just want to do like a Michael Jackson.
There you go.
She was taken into custody Monday afternoon and faces charges of first-degree premeditated murder. Premeditated murder. You know what murder is? It's premeditated murder.
Yeah.
In an Altamonte Springs police arrest report, investigators said Perez and her longtime boyfriend had just broken up, and he had returned to her apartment for Easter dinner and to help her fix a bathroom sink.
Oh, that was nice of him.
Yeah, seems like a nice guy.
I'd set somebody on fire or tried to fix my sink.
Well, I mean, he could put himself out easily if he's just right there by the pipes.
And got all that water.
Yeah. Well, you looked at me like, is this show over yet, dude?
No, man, I'm loving this.
No, you're not. You looked at
I
me
want
like,
to see where this story
I'm
is
scared
going.
now. I feel like I've let you down.
I'm going to set myself on fire.
It's a dumpster fire. All right, so as he was lying on the floor getting items out from under the sink, Perez sprayed him with what he described as charcoal fluid.
Oh.
This bitch, man, she sprayed me with this charcoal fluid, man.
It's just called lighter fluid, but but they spray it on charcoal.
No, man, it was charcoal fluid, man.
Charcoal fluid.
Charcoal fluid is way different than lighter fluid, man. Lighter fluid is a little butane thing you put in your Zippo lighter, man, but this was charcoal fluid for like a grill, man.
Yeah, they only sell it by the gallon.
Yeah, he told investigators that she had a torch with a long nozzle.
I think they only come with large nozzles. Nozzles.
Show me a torch with a short nozzle.
Yeah, the short nozzle torches.
Actually, don't do that.
They don't work so good.
I don't want to see any short nozzles. Only long nozzles, Todd. Anyway, she said to him, "You are going to pay."
Ooh.
Wow.
How dare you fix my sink?
He said the upper half of his body caught fire. As he tried to put it out, he said Perez tried to lock the front door. I'm going to burn this whole motherfucker down.
This woman is serious.
He was able to get out, but saw Perez continuing to use the liquid and torch on the carpeted floor. Like Back to the Future, like when the car takes off and it's gone. There's like little tracks on the floor of fire.
She was just trying to burn wherever he's been. She doesn't want any of that sucker's germs all over her living room.
Dare I say it? There, as the world is burning down.
There it is.
A song from American Songbox.
Thank you. Nice segue. Yep, very good.
That's what we do. The man whose name was not released incurred severe burns on his chest.
Release your name.
His name was Pussy. His name. He had chest, neck, and face burns. A right arm and hand was taken to Orlando Regional.
Only his right arm and hand were taken to Orlando Regional?
That's apparently what it says. The man whose name was not released incurred several burns on his chest, neck, face, right arm, and hand, and was taken to. I read it wrong. That was my bad. I can't read. I told you.
Yeah. The rest of his body is up at Longwood somewhere.
It's my city.
But anyway.
So the report said that the evidence in the char department corroborated the ex-boyfriend's account.
Well.
I mean, what does that really mean? Like, I could go into your apartment, burn a bunch of stuff, and myself, and be like, this dude just totally burned me. I was just trying
to... obviously telling the truth. Everything here is on fire, just like he said it was. He's got to be an honest man.
Well, the woman, Perez, rescued her own dog before the firefighters arrived.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, she was taken to Florida Hospital Altamonte. Altamonte?
I tell you, as soon as that dog turns on her, though,
yeah,
she's going to set him on fire.
Yeah.
You don't turn on this woman. I hope that dog learned a lesson watching what she just did to this gentleman who fixed her sink.
Yeah. Is there a fire hydrant that dog pees on in the dog park?
I'm telling you, you can only hope so.
Never mess with a scorned woman. Phew. Do you think she yelled, "Opa!" when she set him on fire? Probably not.
That'd be kind of funny, though.
Could happen. All right. Didn't say anything about cheese anyway.
But they didn't corroborate that in his story, so I don't think she did that.
Corroborate's a fun word to say.
Corroborate.
Corroborate.
I'm going to throw it into a song one of these days.
Oh, bro.
Corroborate this.
Corroborate.
Corroborate that.
I got this.
There you go. Corroborate the maraca.
Corroborate these. All right. Some visitors went to the Detroit Zoo, and they will soon be able to add animal droppings to their souvenir list.
Oh, they don't do that already?
I guess not.
Oh.
Free buckets of 5 pounds of animal manure, dubbed Detroit Zoo Poo.
Zoo Poo.
They will be handed out on April 14th as part of the zoo's Green Fest celebration.
Oh, yeah, that's very green.
Or brown. It's depending on what they eat.
Very brown fest.
Brown Fest. Todd, will you come to the next Newport Richie Brown Fest?
I'd love to perform at the Brown Fest. Paint the town brown.
I got your song box right here.
That's right, people.
The event precedes Earth Day.
5 pounds of it.
The event precedes Earth Day and will showcase how the zoo recycles waste. Buckets will be available to the first 1,000 visitors to the zoo's anaerobic digester education.
5 pounds per 1,000 visitors.
That's 5,000
They've
pounds.
got 5,000 pounds of shit they want to give away.
How long does it take to gather that, you know?
My God. What about the first 1,000 people saying, no thanks? No thanks.
It sits there.
5,000 people later, no thanks. Keep your shit.
We've got a bag of flies.
My God. I only want the hippopotamus shit, please. You're trying to pawn this giraffe shit onto me, and that is not acceptable.
If it wasn't in Michigan, if instead it was in like New York or Chicago, there'd be like a old Italiano guy. He'd be like, you guys are, you're mixing all this shit up together. You're doing it all wrong.
Separate this shit.
Yeah, separate this shit. The digester converts 500 tons of animal manure and other organic waste each year into methane-rich gas.
My digester converts things into methane gas, too.
I think this is a trend, bro.
Completely crazy.
We should do this in the studio and make a dump tower digester, man.
We can do it right downstairs.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we already empty Pops'
Apparently,
bag.
we'll be able to give 1,000 5-pound buckets away.
How many people would flock to this area? You know what I mean? American Songbox could play the event, dude. Brownfest. Brownfest. Right after Chasco.
Right out the front.
Hell yeah. Or the back. I mean, what? Backdoor guests are best. That's what my brother
always said. They say it's great for putting in your garden.
I heard that. Like compost? I don't know.
I don't know. That's what they're saying.
Next story.
Yeah, I think we've had... Okay.
This poor butcher-bound bull escaped and was fatally shot by a police chief.
Oh, damn. This story was just getting good, and then he was shot by a police chief.
A 600-pound bull bound for the butcher escaped its trailer and led authorities in Maine on a 1-hour chase before it was fatally shot by the police chief.
Nice.
He said it posed a threat to onlookers.
Oh, please.
The bull broke loose from its trailer around 4:30 p.m. Monday in Skowhegan.
Of course, that's the place.
Skowhegan or Skowhegan?
It's Skowhegan.
Skowhegan. That's a K!
That's okay.
I can't read.
That's okay.
The bull ran around a few buildings before jumping in the Kennebec River.
Hell yeah, he did. He said, I am out of this butcher shop. And as soon as I'm done screwing around with these frickin' lead authorities all around town, I'm going to jump in the Kennebec River and I'm going to flip you people off.
They're like, stand down, bull, stand down!
That's right.
Skowhegan Police Chief David Bucknam.
That's he beats up a lot of people with a name like Bucknam.
Oh, he sounds like a hunter.
You probably just punch people after you introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Dave Buckman.
Oh, I love that, dude. I bet he does, man. Anyway. No, that's awesome. He says he shot the bull when it climbed a riverbank and started acting aggressively toward a group of 50 onlookers.
Whoa.
Wow, are those people... Is the butcher's blood on their hands?
Wow, he couldn't have shot it when there weren't 50 people.
I know.
Looking at it, the thing was just in the fucking river.
Did they butcher it afterwards?
See? Brought it back to the butcher.
Mm-hmm. Bucknam said the dead bull slid back into the river and floated downstream.
Oh, happy ending.
And then, no, it gets worse. And then down the falls at a dam.
Oh no, when it rains, it pours on this little guy. Oh, my Lord.
Then after he said
then it was run over by a bus.
No, he says he didn't know what happened to the bull after that, dude.
Oh, no.
It's a 600-pound animal.
And now it's gone.
Oh, man. I think I know what happened. I think that David Bucknam went back and got the bull and butchered it.
There you go.
Fed his whole family.
Bucknam's straight for 2 years. Freaking frozen meat.
It's in Skowhegan, Maine. What the fuck is that?
Good old Skowhegan.
Skowhegan. It's not Cowhegan.
I'll call my son and ask him. He lives in Cape Elizabeth.
Oh, jeez.
So, anyway.
Well, I mean, we should probably call right now.
He'll probably find that. If I tell him there's a bull floating down the Kennebec River, he'll be out there in 2 seconds looking for that freaking bull.
Can you imagine that, dude? I don't know what happened to the bull. I never saw it, man. I shot it.
I shot it.
It ran away.
It floated down the stream. Should I chase it? Should I see where it's going?
I'm not going over the falls.
I'll look for it tomorrow.
You ever try to milk a bull, Todd?
I have. What do you mean try? Who hasn't milked a bull? This is America, people.
American
Songbox, milking bowls.
Milking bowls.
And taking names.
I came here to do 2 things tonight. Wreck the Kevin Holly Show.
And milk a bull. At the same time.
Jesus. I've regretfully... redact that from the...
See? Now he's regretting Todd Murphy on the Kevin Holly Show.
Glick in the chat room says, hey, I'm considering do more reading, so I subscribe to Business Insider. Hey-oh! Cooter McGrabbin. That was a joke I came up with a couple of days ago.
Oh.
Business Insider. You know, it's my newest favorite magazine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to start reading
For a minute
more.
I was thinking, Glick, getting a little weak, but now I got it.
Yeah,
now I got it.
Sense.
And now you're the king again. King Glick.
I thought it was funny. Business Insider.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a great magazine. I'm going to get everybody pregnant. All right, I think we got time for one more here. Let's do it.
Sure?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, cookies that made a daycare staff feel high were drug-free. They were drug-free, man.
It was just sugar, people.
It was in Bangor, Maine. Another one of my favorite cities.
See?
Bangor, Maine.
That's a sugar-free zone. So they had a cookie and didn't know what happened to them.
I'm going to start traveling. First stop, Bangor, Maine.
Marbles. Yeah, Bangor, Maine.
I'm on the plane reading Business Insider. Going.
That's where the
Bangor,
headquarters
Maine.
for Business Insider is. That's in Bangor, Maine.
Officials say cookies dropped off at a Maine daycare center that staff members complained made them feel high contained no illicit substances.
God, talk about straight edge. They couldn't even handle cookies. Regular cookies.
What kind of cookies are these?
Don't give them a popsicle. No. People will lose their mind, be crashing cars, robbing banks, doing crack, getting hookers.
Shooting bulls,
crazy.
sending them down the falls. About a dozen staff members at Watch Me Shine Daycare.
Watch me shine.
Go get your shine box there.
Watch me shine in Bangor.
Oh my God! We're talking about kids, man.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that's kidcup.com. All right. Watch Me Shine Daycare in Bangor reported feeling intoxicated. These teachers felt intoxicated on, of all dates, Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Someone loves them.
They ate Valentine's Day. Or ate some. Somebody. Okay. They ate Valentine's Day cookies dropped off by one parent. So the Bangor Daily News reports that they should all listen to the John LeBang Show after the Kevin Holly Show tonight at 11 p.m. on the IRN Internet Radio Network, IRNbroadcast.com. Bangor Nation. The Bangor Daily News reports police seized the remaining cookies for testing.
Of course they did. We will just eat a couple of these and we're going to see what happens.
And then we're going to eat this bowl.
We'll call you in 20 minutes and let you know our findings.
Look at this guy's name, Sergeant Wade Betters.
Yeah, I better eat these cookies. And I'll call you back and then we'd see if there's a problem with them here.
Well, they said none of the cookies tested positive for controlled substances. What about uncontrolled?
Said Wade Betters when he was high as a kite from eating the cookies. Yeah, these cookies are fine. I'll take the rest home with me. There's nothing to see here. Go home. I just shot a bull.
Police don't know what caused the staff to feel funny. And say no charges are pending.
Yeah.
In fact, they're going to employ that parent to make cookies for the next
It wasn't the
bake
vodka
sale.
enemas.
No.
with
butt chugging.
With the cookies.
The daycare now prohibits outside food for children and staff. And no children ate the cookies.
Gosh, I hope not, because if they make you feel funny and good, that would be a disaster. We want our kids miserable.
I want all parents to eat all cookies.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
Call the Kevin Holly Show.
727-237-6010. Talk to Todd Murphy. You got 2 minutes.
There it is. I'm waiting for your call in the last 2 minutes. You can talk to me about cookies.
I'd like to cook your goose.
Cookies? Wow.
Hey. I digress. How about this last story? A couple who met in a supermarket marry amid veggies in aisle 13.
Oh.
Now, wait a minute. Isn't aisle 13 the forbidden aisle?
You're not supposed to be in that aisle.
No.
Most grocery stores don't have them, just like hotels.
Yeah, like floors in a building.
Yeah, you don't have a floor 13.
Or,
so it makes me
veggies.
wonder if they actually got married after all.
Yeah.
This sounds like fake news.
Well, according to the Associated Press, they beg to differ.
Amid the veggies. That's not what you're supposed to call the mentally disabled. He can't speak.
What's the hardest thing about eating a veggie?
Tell me. I just opened the door on this one.
Getting her out of the wheelchair.
Oh!
Thank you! Hello! Come on! All right, the Valley News Dispatch reports 69-year-old Larry Spearing.
Hey, Larry. Good for you, 69-year-old Larry Spearing.
And his 61-year-old bride, Becky Smith. Sounds like a wholesome name.
She's Becky Spearing now.
Oh, way to go, Todd. Look at that big brain on Todd.
Yeah, I'm very smart.
They got married Sunday at the community supermarket in Lower Burl. Where's Upper Burl?
You know.
It's around the way.
It's just north of Lower Burl, apparently. I have no idea. I think there's a bridge.
There's some falls.
It's out. The bridge is out.
Some rabid raccoons. Smith says she was working at the supermarket when Spearing walked up and gave her a piece of paper with his name and phone number. She says it was only fitting they tied the knot in the aisle where they met.
Aww.
How cute.
Wow.
I wonder what they were buying. He's like, she's buying large cucumbers. And he's like, damn, this girl, look at her. Yeah.
I'm going to give her my name and number.
At the time, he was 59 years old.
Oh, yeah.
59.
Just a young buck.
Just a
just spring of his life.
The judge who performed the ceremony says it was his first wedding at a grocery store. No shit, really?
Going out, experimenting with these new feelings he has.
What do you do at a grocery store wedding? I mean, do you throw a bouquet?
You bag it.
You just... Wow, dude, wow. You just bag it.
That's it.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
Bag it and tag it.
Tag it and bag it?
Sell it to the butcher in the store.
All right, well, listen, everybody, thank you for tuning into the Kevin Holly Show tonight. Todd Murphy,
you, everybody.
Todd Murphy,
you, Kevin, for having me in.
I cannot thank you enough, man. I was so excited, and it
fun.
was for good reason, because I had a blast with you. You're an awesome person. American Songbox. Check them out on their .com.
Sorry, all your other guys just lost a job.
There you go. Yeah, my new co-host, BFF. Todd Murphy, everybody, from American Songbox. Check out next week on The Kevin Holly Show. Stick around for the John LeBang Show coming up next on the IRN, ironbroadcast.com. Shout out to our friends in the chat room, Spicoli TV, also Open Mic Live, Slingshot Robot, Glick, Haas.
Thanks for calling in, Shady.
Shady. Schmeckle. And,
Shady Schmeckle calling in.
Also, check us out on WBRFM.com every Wednesday night live. Check out nitwit.tv. Also on the IRN. Also, shout out to our friends Stephen, Henry, David Wayne, and Maddie Williams, Maddie Bills on the newest addition to the IRN, How to Die Alone podcast. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday night. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as us. Todd, thanks for coming again, man.
Thanks again. A lot of fun, Kevin. Thank you so much.
I'm waiting for this to show up and play. I don't know if it will. It won't.
It might. It won't. It will. It won't.
Oh,
we'll
man.
See.
That's my outro, dude.
Everybody imagine a bunch of music's playing, like doom, boom, boom, doom, boom.
It's supposed to be my outro, man.
Outro music, hey, hey, outro music, hey, hey, Kevin Holly, outro music, here you are, right here, doot, doot. Are you listening to the outro music? Yes, you are. You don't have a choice, doot, 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 doot. It's right here, and here it is.
I love that. I love that outro music. Hey, could you give us a quick promo? I'm Todd Murphy, listening to The Kevin Holly Show, something like that.
I'm Todd Murphy from American Songbox, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show. Stay tuned. Don't turn it.
Wow, man. I'm going to have to mark the tape on that. Could you do it again? We still have
Check.
like 12 seconds. I'm just kidding.
We've got 12 seconds.
Dude, thank you, bro, for coming.
Please watch The Kevin. Oh, I thought I was going to say it slower. Take up a whole 12 seconds.
That way our listeners can understand it.
Seriously.